Hello. Welcome to the table. The bi-weekly tabletop role-playing stream with a focus on telling stories that resonate with the human experience, purpose, and the ultimate glory of God. I am Nate Garland, your humble historian for this evening, and I thank you for joining us for another chapter in our tale. Say hi, everyone.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, everyone.
Sarah,
Hello.
over to you.
This is Fresh Out of Falstaff, where we tell you what is going on in all things Welcome to the Table, which is what you're watching right now.
That's great.
So, we have some very exciting news. Drumroll, please. We're going to Mepicon this weekend. Yeah, and that'll be from April 4th through 6th. So if you are local to the Pennsylvania area, we would love to see you. You can stop by our table. We may have a few little thingy things for you, including, I don't know, maybe a downloadable link to our rule set. Wow. So if you are interested in the game that we are playing, what Shay is holding is the game that we play on this show. It's called Ordinance, and we would love to share it with you. So if you want to stop by, maybe play some combat scenarios with us and just get to know who we are and what we do, that would be awesome. On Thursday, the 18th, we have our T7 show, which is Thorough Thursday Theories That Transcend the Table. So, it'll be at 7 p.m. because it's T7. And we will be able to talk all things theories and conspiracies. And Shay is our lovely host for that and does a great job. And last but not least, we have another really exciting thing that has been in the works for so long. Our producer, Emily, has been curating a lot of stuff on the interwebs, and we now have an official website. So if you go to welcometothetable.stream.com, you will find us. So, that's all I got. All very exciting things, though. Back to you, Nate.
Thank you, Sarah. The website looks really great.
It's really pretty, and all the photos are really cool. And there's character bios, and you just need to check it out, please. It's really beautiful. We're all stunned.
That's the sound of dice.
Dice, baby.
Before we begin...
That's the sound of die.
Oh.
Yep.
Which might happen to us later in this episode.
Who knows? Who knows? We apologize for the later start. We're working out tech stuff. We're getting there. We appreciate it, and we apologize. Before we begin, let's open up the records for review. Working together, Cricket and Eta Squad used the dismantled perambulator arm cannon to blow open the bulkhead door to research and development. Crossing the threshold, the group was met with a macabre sight. Dead soldiers and scientists littered the hallways in various research departments. The air, thick with the cell-altering serum developed by the researchers, presented a danger to the members of Eta Squad who were not experimented on by Dr. Olin. Beyond the super soldier, what am I writing, Nate? I don't know. It became apparent the other creatures were beyond the super soldiers, it became apparent that other creatures were subject to the experimentation, as the group had to fight two mutated tundra tigresses in the bowels of Vavilon. Further down the rabbit hole, the squad found notes on a field test that occurred in July of 613 AC that targeted Adelian soldiers with the aerosol formula of ambrosia. Noticing a hum in the distance, the group followed a staircase down to the core of Vavilon. Finding a dying soldier, they brought him out under the care of Nalia and Oliver. The two altered soldiers seemed immune to the bad air, but could not travel where it was thick. Returning below, Eta Squad found a large room filled with a machine with metal tendrils that branched from its source. A man in the machine with an anger that burned at the sight of them. Did you believe that you could succeed? The man in shadows asked a prisoner shackled to the interrogation table. It doesn't matter, the man answers. This has always been your problem, Andre. The man leans in, and the light that blinds Andre Felstaden illuminates one half of the face of Premier Ivan Grigori.
Oh.
You don't lack conviction, only confidence. The plot to kill the serpent's head failed almost immediately. Andre should have known they would be watching him. No sooner had he entered the capital to enact his gruesome task, but the guards were upon him. A few days in solitary left him starved and delirious. The blinding light that now threatened to burn his eyes exasperated his haggard state. He tried not to imagine why he was still alive. I must commend you for doing what you believe is best. That determination may have served you well, if your efforts were not misguided. Grigori stands up from the table as the shadow engulfs him again. The silhouette paces the room as he continues. I wonder how a man such as yourself decides his principles. Is his morality a driving force, as skewed as it may be? Maybe loyalty to something he fully can't grasp. The Premier stands behind Andre, and the prisoner feels the man's presence close as his entire body rings an alarm for an unknown danger. The voice from behind asks, or maybe something else entirely. Pain causes Andre to gasp as the Premier grabs his hair in an iron grip while pulling him slightly off his chair. Who is your contact? Grigori yells before slamming his prisoner's head against the metal table. The Premier releases Andre and begins to pace faster around the room. In his barely conscious state, Andre remembered that Grigori relished in getting his own results. You will tell me, Secretary, one way or another. Quicker than expected for a man of Grigori's size, Ivan is back behind his quarry. He breaks a leg of the chair and Andre tips backwards as his arms are fastened to the table. The shackles bury into his wrists as they prevent the chair from falling further. I have no patience for traitors, Volstatten. Grigori wraps his arm around the secretary's shoulder and begins to pull the chair down while the occupant's arms remain firmly anchored to the table. Another scream erupts from the room as the door opens. Really, Ivan? You are so barbarous at times. The two men look toward the door as the newcomer enters the room. The man sits down at the opposite end of the table, pen and clipboard in hand. Are you comfortable? He asks. Andre remains silent, out of confusion. The man addresses the Premier. He can't give you answers if he's dead. Maybe you should take a break. Andre can feel the palpable tension in the room, even in his disoriented state. Grigori erupts. You will not order me like your acolytes, Olin! Silence falls again. So this is Victor Olin. Andre had never met the man. Only heard the name. Olin smiles. And Andre involuntarily shudders as the half-illumination effect of the interrogation light shows only half of the doctor's face. That smile was vicious. Olin leans towards the table as he sets down the clipboard. His hand holding the pen rests on the table as he begins to tap, tap, tap on its surface. My apologies, Your Excellency. As your physician, I would recommend a recess for your senses. We have been monitoring your blood pressure, if you recall. Tap, tap, tap. The Premier visibly relaxes. Of course. It would be for the best. Excuse me. The man, now docile, leaves the room without another word. Andre waits in silence as Olin stares at him like a predator waiting to strike. Falstaff is changing, my friend. We must change with it. Olin sets down his pen and pulls a syringe from his coat pocket. Though you may be reluctant, to serve the greater good. You may find that this new purpose will renew you. He pushes the plunger of the syringe, letting some of the fluid spill onto the table. In time, you may yet see how the truth can set you free. Quicker than even the premiere before him, Olin is behind Andre. As he slams his head once again onto the table, Andre feels the sting of the needle in the back of his neck. Then, darkness. Thanks for joining us for episode 13 of Inevitability.
Hitler was a good guy.
I said nothing of the
Listening for Matt,
sort.
we gotta be close.
Now we're on.
Am I playing?
All right, and we're back. I cannot hear anything. And we're back. You listening? Annika, are you hearing me?
What?
You're sitting at a table with Tabitha and Silas. At home, you zoned out for like 10 minutes.
Yeah, probably.
Did you hear what we were saying?
No. Sorry.
It's all right. This is Tabitha talking. So, the army has been called to Ravenscott. The Queen's making some sort of announcement. So, I will give you a backstory a little bit. Because of your brother-in-law being who he was, the Bridges know about the dead king coming back from the dead, but they have not told anyone.
Right.
They have kept it secret until it was supposed to be not a secret anymore. Silas continues. So, they're calling up everybody, and we're fairly certain it's for the announcement of the king. Reserves are called too. You're going to have to come along.
I can do that.
Tabitha puts her hand on your shoulder. It's fine. Everett will be fine.
Right.
Jenna said she could watch it.
Okay. That's good.
We've already figured out all the details. You're right.
Nervous, I suppose. Just the unknown.
I'm sure it'll be a quick trip. We'll just be there, and you're not getting called back into service yet.
Right.
Silas puts his arm around your shoulder. Breathe, love. Okay? There's a lot of, I know, history.
It's a lot that I left unfinished, so.
It's a life that you don't have to worry about anymore.
Right. Right, at least we hope not. So. And when is this happening?
We'll have to leave tomorrow.
Tomorrow, all right. I'll let him know. Thank you. Sorry for spacing out a bit.
Tabitha takes your hand. It's all right, child. The man yells as you guys are all in this room together. Eta Squad down below.
Oh, that was.
Huh?
The guy that is strapped currently to a.
Oh, right. This guy.
I'm
Yep.
awake.
This guy.
I'm awake now. Good morning.
He's apparently a Dragon Ball Z character. He's charging up his power.
So in this room, again, I will paint the scene one more time. There
Paint it.
is it's sort of a large open space. At the center of the back, there is a man that looks, you're not quite sure, but he's kind of strapped inside of this. There's like bands around his waist, around his arms, and out of this machine that he's strapped to, there's these metal tendrils that kind of like go on the ceiling and they disappear into the walls. You're not sure where they go. He is large, like you'd probably say this dude was I want to say like 300 pounds. Like he's a big, but he's tall, he's broad, and a little on the, it's hard to tell from this distance, but probably in his 50s, 60s, somewhere around there. And he's just yelling. There's such rage in his face, like the forehead vein is like popping out, and as he yells, you can feel the air in this room like almost feel more suffocating.
We didn't know who this guy was, right? Okay. I couldn't remember if that was...
And he, as he looks at you all, from his person, there is you can see the air form in front of him, like what Yannick would do, as a blast of air comes towards, give me a D4.
What would you WWJD.
Oh, my Johnny.
3, 4.
That's a good one.
Cricket.
Aha.
So,
And I use my own gathering abilities to stop it.
Do a jump and slide on your knees.
I jump and slide on my
gathering
knees and I
ability.
slice it with my own
You make a
power.
pray motion and you go,
Yeah, I pray and I slice and I cut it
Sorry.
and I split it like Moses split the sea.
this is when Cricket finally gets his gatherer powers.
Meaning Moses alive.
Notice how I didn't ask you.
Moises.
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 Moisha.
20.
20 IP. What was I at?
You were at 78.
I need everyone to roll me some combat order.
Oh,
and we can
yeah.
open the map
Chat,
up.
where was I?
We add
So now
alacrity
I'm
to
at
that, right?
58.
Somebody in
We
chat
are
tell me
rolling
what
to-
my
Correct?
IP
Yes.
is.
Okay.
No, yes.
Doesn't she know your IP?
Oh, I'm not supposed to roll a d20
Oh.
and that's good. Yes, she's in chat.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Hurt the damaged man.
Wow.
This is him. is in the center of that hex right there.
We are now going to roll
You
2d6s.
On this platform over here, yes.
We're rolling 2d6s and we are adding our stat called Alacrity. For me, that'll be an 8.
What's my IP?
90. You haven't lost any.
I mean, well, except my temporary IP. Temp IP loss.
Yeah. Where's Petra?
I am right here.
What, you didn't have, you
I
didn't have
was-
time to print and paint our minis?
Shay's been doing a lot for us, guys.
I feel slighted.
Breathe, Shay. Breathe, 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 breathe. We are so thankful for you.
Well, she is.
Yeah, she is.
I'm just checking. I'm thankful for you too.
You're on that side of the table, so
Yeah, that's why. That's why I apologize.
Yeah.
You won't be seeing me in
All right. Who's keeping track of the combat order in front of me? We can write it on the board. Oh, okay, you got it.
What if
We can write it on the board. I didn't pull out the dry
Markers
erase
are up
markers.
here.
I fixed
I know.
it.
I did. Oh, did you?
Can I get it? Can I get this while I'm in here? I'm so
Getting the hippie
caught in
jibbies.
space right now.
Not the hippie jibbies.
Oh,
Her
that felt
jimmies
great.
are rustled.
Don't worry, guys. We're not being shown right now, so.
That means I can take off all of my inhibitions.
Careful with your mic, Nate.
Release your inhibition.
Feel the rain on your skin. No one else can do it for you.
I think I'm way behind you because I'm
Only you
like.
can let
I
it.
How's
just-
purple work?
Wah.
I also have black if you need.
I rolled a 10.
That's it looked like a Sharpie.
Do you
and I was
need
so
black?
scared. Okay, combat order. Everyone rolled. I didn't.
10.
10,
8.
8,
This guy got a 10.
10.
Not that
Angry
guy.
man.
It's alacrity?
Angry man, didn't we just
Plus
rescue
alacrity.
him out of the
So
thing, out of the
9.
passageway?
Angry man yells at cloud.
No?
Isn't yours
Different
plus
man.
two?
Different
Yeah,
man.
mine's
Yeah.
+1.
Very different man.
Rock, paper, scissors.
I like blanked in like the last 15 minutes
Rock,
of the
paper,
session.
scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
What happened to the integrity of the game? What happened to rollies?
That's friendship though.
Oh no, she just made up a new rule, so I won't.
Yeah.
Does it go in the order? Does it need to go in the
Okay,
order?
Okay,
That's
between
right.
you two, you have to.
I had a
find out.
10.
You have higher alacrity, I can tell you.
Okay.
I only have 1.
Yeah, you have higher.
Am
I first?
And what do I call this guy?
Call him Big Man for now. How's
Big
it?
man.
BM.
And it's
Call him
He's a healthy being.
Yeah, he's a
Morphin.
beat.
middle
I
age.
don't know,
and
he's
it's
healthy.
creaky.
He's a pretty unhealthy beat.
Am I last in the order again? Oh my gosh!
Hope your gun doesn't jam.
Yeah, that'd be really great.
Hey, remember you have a scope now. That
I
adds
do.
Rock
adds
is first.
That adds
+1 to your attack.
Maybe you should go
to
back
my
to
attack
being
roll, but that doesn't
Monica.
help my combat order.
Her gun never
No.
I've been last
jammed.
almost every combat that we've been a part of.
Maybe you'll hit stuff this time though.
So, I guess this guy. I guess we've established him
Maybe.
as a threat. I suppose.
Like
I
he
don't
just threw a ball of air at your brother.
know. Okay, it's air though.
Yep.
Because in this world, we have
I
people
think there
who
was-
can manipulate the elements.
I
They are
think there
called
was
gatherers, and this guy
fart in the
has
air.
the ability to gather air.
Okay.
I remember those air cannons where you like
I
you would,
regret
puff in
making
air.
coffee for you.
Yeah.
I love you. I love you.
Should be a
and it's
voted
not
on
even done.
decision whether or not she gets coffee.
My heart rate is 102 at the moment.
12 to hit. I'm going to use my rifle.
Okay.
Actually, no. Is this gonna like hurt me?
That is above you currently.
Oh, okay.
Oh, those are the tendrils.
Yep.
So I'm gonna move here,
What are
and
the
I'm gonna
tendrils?
shoot him with my trench gun.
They're like these metal cables, big things that are coming out of this machine.
Probably avoid them. Marvin.
So I hit him. Womp womp. That's really bad. 9 points of damage.
Okay.
That's horrible. I'm gonna shoot him again. I'm gonna hit him again. That's better.
You're hilarious.
19 points of damage on that. And 6.
Hey, that's good. Rock Petra rifle.
Petro, right?
Rock Petra rifle?
Instead of rock, paper, scissors.
That's
gonna
awesome.
shoot at him one more time.
Wait,
So good!
I'm trying to find my calculator.
6.
We need
The
a
map,
character.
7, 8,
the map
9.
isn't up on the board.
Oh,
A
what?
character named Raphael, so it could be Rock Petra.
I hit him one more time.
Okay.
Sorry, I thought it was on the board. I thought I was being fun. I thought I was being interactive.
That's okay.
Use your pretty face this time.
Nailed it.
Your cut looks good, by the way.
17. I did it in the bathroom.
Nice.
I sent you the picture. I cut a strand of my hair on accident.
Oh, no.
It's okay. What did I say? 17?
17. Yep.
And then I am going to use my banked. I'm done.
Okay. Sounds good.
That was my whole turn.
It is his go. You see,
Hope he has a bad memory.
you guys see this tendril right here.
The red one?
That's yes. It like you can see it get red hot, like above you, and there's like you can see out in front of him. His hands are locked in here, but this ball of fire begins to form.
Spaghetti and meatballs.
And he shoves it at you, Rock.
Nuh-uh.
Nuh-uh.
Oh.
I didn't,
Yaha.
I didn't defend.
Nuh-uh, yaha. Nuh-uh, yaha.
Oh, wait, hold
I
on.
didn't defend.
Did they just, like, genetically engineer this guy to be able to do the elements as long as he's in this machine?
Yes.
That's horrifying.
It looks like he's getting that's
It's-
his source.
No.
20, Rock.
Is
20.
he
And then
responsible?
at the same time, the one next to it,
Blue or yellow?
you can hear water traveling,
Blue.
and it out in front of him, and he sends it. Who's right behind you?
Me.
Rock? Morbid.
I
Coming
think
your
he
way.
is a gatherer, and he's being manipulated. This
Yup.
is like.
That's a no.
Free-
You
This is
move
gonna
out of the
be
way
neck
as it
tech.
Yeah.
it's against the wall.
But I do
Another
think he
cool
is a
dodge
gatherer.
from Morphed.
Something you can
Let's just go.
make.
It's me. Oh, shoot. It's me.
So it was just 20,
It's
right?
me.
Yep.
Sorry.
All right. Can I just really need to take an assessment of the room and the situation that's going on here and what this looks like, what this space looks like. Other than like what is happening with these wires?
Let me take a moment to.
Let me explain.
Hi, sir.
Are
What
you
are these,
doing?
like? Am I like? What's happening with these wires?
Give me a test of logic.
How I got myself in this situation.
Yes. Big yes. Big pass.
So you take a view of the room. So obviously he's pulling elements from these somehow.
Mm-hmm.
You're not sure what source they are, but you do note in the back of the room these two tendrils that are here. This one on this side, it is busted open, and there's nothing that you can see that's coming out of it.
Okay. Cool.
Busted open.
Busted, busted, cause you're busted.
All right. Then, in that case,
You're busted.
I will.
This is my visualization of my clip.
As you get closer, even in your gas mask, like it's almost, it's the best way to put it. You can breathe because of the gas mask. It gets harder to move. You feel like you're like you ever like a very humid day.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like.
Yeah. The air is heavy,
Mm-hmm.
thick. Okay.
Your knees are weak as well.
Must be Petra's idea.
Mom spaghetti.
So I head over there and I will take out my pistol and I will do 2 shots at him.
Pistol packing
Do all harm.
mama.
Morbid's
Lay that
Hippocratic oath.
pistol down.
9.
Yeah, I thought you said you were gonna talk to him.
Let's
11.
talk.
She holds it sideways like
Yeah,
that.
exactly.
Like I shot you out of respect.
Says, wait, I can help you. Let me reach into my doctor bag.
Does somebody call the ambulance?
Is he
But
behind?
not for
Question. Is
16 damage on the first hit.
All right.
nice.
Come
Come on.
I have 11 on
Come
the
on,
second.
medic.
Okay.
And I will defend.
All right.
And regroup.
Yeah.
I'm just going to do it right here. I'm going to regroup right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing
You
bad
go.
could ever happen. Don't
yeah,
worry
you
about
go. He'll be distracted by someone else, I'm sure. I was bold. I decided to not regroup.
Bold and brazen.
Bold and brave.
it. All right. Is that it then, Morbid?
It's critical.
What is
That's
left?
just the
Yes.
All right.
chair.
And his like. Give me a. You're up closer now.
Yeah, I want to see everything.
Give me a testing of what would this be? No, we'll do logic. That's fine.
Nope.
All right. No.
Unless it was persistence, it's a nope.
You're really persistent about looking at this.
I am
Yeah.
persistent.
Ugh.
All right. Who's next?
Cricky.
Me.
Crikey.
Me. I will. I want if Nolly was here, I'd have her toss me at the cables, but she's not.
Throw me.
Toss me. Toss me. So I'm gonna try to shoot those cables. Why not? I'm gonna shoot the cable. I'm gonna shoot this blue cable. Oh,
The water one?
yeah, or should I shoot the yellow one? Which
The
one?
yellow one.
You
You
already-
just used that one.
I know, but like,
So these
I was
are
thinking if I
Earth.
could shoot the blue one into the red one, then I could
Ooh.
maybe nullify
Wait,
two
what's
of them.
this one?
That's Earth.
So we are
What's
shooting the
this one?
cables.
Air.
Air is orange.
Well, I didn't have yellow.
Yeah.
Air is my enemy.
Yeah, I think actually this one.
All right,
I like that.
I'm closest to the blue one.
Is it actually a physical cable?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Metal, like, yeah, a bit, kind of like what you guys had seen for the power, cables.
Flowing
But-
this way, not this way.
You are not sure. Because it's not like,
Right.
they're conduits, so you're not sure. You don't know which way the direction is heading.
Yeah, I guess I'll shoot.
So I wouldn't get zapped.
Right.
None of them are electricity, I don't think.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot that. I guess I'll shoot the yellow one.
This one.
Yeah.
Okay?
The cable
Pew
is out.
pew. Pew pew pew.
Garfield.
The cable is
The
out.
cable is out. The cable.
That's a success.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know this right.
Pew, pew, pew.
I don't know.
The
Is
point
this
is
the
you-
Chris Pratt Garfield?
No. I have
23.
I
Okay.
have no idea. It was
Yeah, you shoot
so
this thing.
obvious.
You see it begin to, like, what are you using? I can't remember what you
I
have.
have my coil shot.
Coil shot. So it kind of like travels along this metal pipe, your electricity, and the you see him kind of like a little bit as it you can see it rocket through him, but it travels and it actually you hear it like that noise down the other one, this guy where the blue is written on.
Huh.
But your coil shot doesn't really damage the metal per se. That's there.
I don't have anything that can then. And if he just like deflects electricity into the water source, then I'm not gonna be able to hurt him at all.
A new player's entered the arena. I was trying to give it back to him, but it bounced off his. It's literally nothing.
They're literally falling apart.
Yeah, I don't know. Is there any way to get up to the wires, the cables?
Get
They're-
on my shoulders.
They're
How high up is them? Are they?
you'd say about 9 feet. Because they're attached to the ceiling, essentially.
Is that
90.
90?
9. I said 9.
Oh.
9?
9 feet.
All right.
I heard 90 so hard.
I did not question 90 at all.
It's like 90 feet. That's
So-
a room.
9 feet above us is what you're saying? Okay.
So I will
No,
say.
9 feet from the floor, not 9 feet from our head.
So I will say, toss me.
9
Who?
feet above
Toss me,
us.
Rock. Toss me. And
What's
then,
you weigh?
Throw me.
How many stones do you weigh?
I don't know.
Stone, first of all.
Yeah, you idiot.
Who knows that?
British people.
Yeah,
Do they-
but it's different in Terra.
Do they
It's different in Adelia.
Stones. Like it's like little stones.
Because
Yeah.
we're built different.
Exactly.
It's
Yeah.
called pebbles.
Yes, I will throw you to the water one.
No shade.
Yeah, I would like to be thrown to the water one.
All right.
Can he assist me in jumping to the
Oh, I
water?
could
Waterway
definitely get
Cafe.
you. I could definitely get you 9
Or do
feet.
we do
Look,
it?
you guys can try anything when
Alright,
it's his turn.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So
Oh,
'cause that's-
I have to use my turn. Do I need 6 WP for that?
To throw your brother, which we know you've done in the past.
Yeah, but isn't 6 WP like a non-traditional combat thing? All right, I guess I'll save up.
all right.
I'll talk to you at my turn. Save some WP so you have some if you need it.
Yeah, well, right now I got some because I only moved and attacked. I will also defend. 2, 2, 1, 5. So that's it. That's it for me.
It's Pretra's turn.
Oh boy.
Do you add an R in
Is
that
that your
word?
note?
Pretra.
Okay. We're shooting cables, right?
You're doing what you want, boo.
All right, because we're
No
not.
one said anything. I'm just
No
letting you know.
one's shooting the guy, right?
I shot the guy.
You shot the guy.
Devin
you shot the guy.
Rock shot the
So
guy.
we're
shot the
shooting the
guy.
guy. Great.
Devin shot the Rock shot the guy. Morven shot the guy. Cricket shot the cable.
I shot the sheriff.
But
I didn't
shoot the
Nate,
deputy.
would I be able to ascertain any sort of power source that this thing is hooked up
Give me a
to?
test of logic. my friend.
All right. Okay, that would be. That's gonna be an 8.
The tendrils ahead, or above, I should say. Sorry. The tendrils above don't, as far as you can tell, do not, they're not power cables. If there's a power source, you can't see it, at least from your vantage point to the machine.
Can I ascertain that there's a power source at all?
Not from your vantage point.
If I get closer?
Because you're too short.
Yes.
I don't know.
Can I help you? What?
It's the same thing. This is
I'm gonna move here.
Yeah, no, I totally thought that too.
I didn't.
This is not going well. Hold on.
It's actually Caduceus.
I don't know what that means.
And so I moved, and
From Campaign 2.
the guy's in a case, right?
No, he's
No,
not in a case.
He's not in a case.
Nope.
Okay.
Strapped to a machine.
Okay. I am going to shoot the guy in a, in like the leg or something. Not shooting to kill, but still shooting him.
Yep.
Trying to get him to stop.
I haven't breached it.
Hmm.
It's one of those things where like,
Oh yeah, that's a definite success. With a 12
like somebody
plus
would've done
1,
it. Nerd.
and I'm gonna double attack.
Okay.
Double tap, so that means I attack twice.
You will have to roll for that second attack.
A roll for the second one. Okay. Still only
But
costs.
it's
still
only
only costs me
costs
1.
one action.
Yep. That's also a success, which means that the damage is going to be. That's going to be 23 for the first one,
Okay.
And that'll be 19 for the second one.
Okay.
Which brings me to my last 2 wherewithal points, which are how we do combat in this game. And I am going to... I'm going to move here. And I am going to... If I regroup on my last point, that does not leave me exhausted, correct? Okay, cool. Then I will move and then regroup for my last point, so I'm skipping my next turn.
Rock.
2, 4, 6.
Oh, 1.
I can't throw you.
Please?
I'm not strong. I can't.
I'm not strong enough.
Okay.
I'm 1 wherewithal point short.
What if I lend you my wherewithal?
Lend me.
Friends,
I only gained back 3, which puts me at 5 because I didn't know that I would be throwing somebody.
Brother.
Oh.
Toss me.
Okay, so I'm gonna shoot again,
Okay.
and then if I stay,
I should say what's actually happening. You guys are actually hitting this guy, by the way. Like,
oh, cool.
it's actually hitting him, but
But it's not doing
he's
anything.
just yelling.
He's just yelling. He's still yelling.
Yep.
Do something else on your next turn, because I'm gonna regroup at the end of my turn. So you're gonna have 2 turns.
Go get Nalia.
And he's hooked up to stuff, right?
Mm-hmm. He's
Like-
strapped in.
Okay.
But I don't want to do nothing this turn, and then I don't want to shoot and then be exhausted. So I just have to do this. Ready, fire, aim. 12 to hit. I'm shooting with my rifle.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
I mean, you can see.
Sally.
I should say this. Like where you're hitting him, you can see like blood trickling down from wounds and things. But he
And he's
is
only yelling?
Mhm.
No words?
no words.
This guy's getting pretty weak.
I have a bad feeling about this
Are like he's hooked up to it? Like, is it like in his veins?
It's you see the
6
you see
IVs?
6
Zero
IVs.
veins.
You see the band. You see bands around his wrists, a band around his waist, a band around his ankles.
Okay.
You're not sure what else.
Okay.
I want to cut him first, but
Okay.
don't know
10
what's
on the
going
first one
Uh-huh.
and 13 on the second one.
Okay.
Not great. And then I'm going to
Necklace.
I will. I have to skip my next turn first.
I'm going to regroup. No defense.
Okay.
Other than my Oh wait. I didn't do anything for my heavy armor last time. But that doesn't matter.
It's too late.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying going forward.
Going forward, remember you're wearing armor.
Yeah, I will. Which armor affects the attack roll or the damage?
The damage, entropy. It affects the entropy. By the way,
Which is the damage, right?
yes, the
Okay.
damage. Yes.
I was gonna
Anytime
ask
you
that.
say damage, it is we use the term entropy.
Entropy! Got it!
Entropy.
I say it that way.
Entropy.
I say it that way. It's Big Man's turn.
Big
Big
man's turn.
man! Hi, Big
Uh,
man.
He will. You two on this end. Who's
Yep,
over here?
Petra and Morbid.
Petra. Yep. So the you hear above you, like almost a loud clanging noise, as like stones, rock, or like begin to form out in front of him, and he launches it towards you.
Nice.
Roll it.
He wolf lodges it.
Yes, that's him. You're not defending, right?
Great wolf
No, just
Okay.
regrouping.
All right.
lodges it towards him.
Ow.
16.
Great Wolf
Yeah.
launches it towards you.
Huh?
Oh.
Huh?
Dear Mario.
And once again, the fireball comes out in front of him, and it goes towards you, Morbid.
-2.
-2. Still a success.
Success.
Man, I didn't roll well. You're fortunate. That's a 6.
Lucky duck.
Yay.
That's his go.
All right, it is my turn. I am regrouping, so it is Cricket's turn.
I use my brother as a platform and I jump up to the thing.
Okay.
I mean, it does help that Rock is 7'8". So
Yeah.
he's, like when he stands on my shoulder.
7.
It's just the image of like
How many
Cricket
wherewithal
like
do you regain?
climbing on his shoulder, like just
What's that?
How many wherewithal do you regain again?
3 every round.
There you go.
6. So does that take all the 6?
To do that,
Yeah. To
um,
attempt to do it.
well, it would technically be like, oh, what are you attempting?
I'm trying to like jump onto this thing.
what?
I just want
Jumping is different from trying to like, I don't know. I'm trying to think what I want to do with
Yeah,
this.
it's like a move. It's just movement.
It's just movement.
It's just harder to do.
Yeah. So I would say it would take you 2 movement actions to get to where you want to go.
All right, I would like to jump up there
So,
using movement. Then.
So that's
These came
two
from that.
two wherewithal used to get up there.
All right, but I do get up there without. Do I need to roll or anything for that, or?
No, you are up. How are you doing it? You're jumping up to.
I'm climbing up on him and then jumping up onto it.
So they are like attached to the ceiling. So there's not going to be much room up there. You have to kind of like hang off the side almost.
Okay,
That's what you wanna
and then
do.
I take my knife and I start sawing it.
Okay, I'm going to say, give me a.
I'm like a little
Give me
koala.
a test of technique at impairment.
Not a koala bear.
Come on, Cricket.
I thought we learned from sessions
And this
ago
counts
that
as an attack, so
chopping
make
through
sure that
wires
you
with knives
count
is
the,
bad.
Is that a
as
one?
well.
That's a 6.
That's a 6. Okay, that's it counts as an attack.
Yeah.
Oh, the impairment got me. It didn't work.
So you're hitting it, but it's a tough. Like you keep slipping. You have not fallen.
I will try one more time. I
Okay.
do have 2 left. Okay.
Yeah.
You have 2 wherewithal left.
Yeah.
Okay.
For another attack. No, because you said technique.
Yep. You are technically now
Exhausted, and I fall
You
over.
will fall.
That's canonical.
Wow. I couldn't have. It's a 2. You get 2 entropy for that.
You're good. You're good, buddy.
But you lose your next turn, which is fine because I'm regrouping.
I have a -1 in technique, so I was doomed to fail
But
that.
wait, when he comes back,
do
does
something
he
like
come
this.
back with 3? After he loses a turn,
Yeah.
he comes
Yes.
back with 3.
Yes.
All right. Petra's regrouping. Rock is regrouping. Big man.
Big man. He is going to toss a ball of water at Rock.
Why me?
Are you defending?
No.
Okay. Success. 17 entropy.
Let's make that 12.
Nice.
Every
Nice.
little bit helps.
Yeah.
And rocks and stones and earth come
So
at you,
what, now
Cricket,
I'm
on the
wet?
ground.
No.
Did like the water hit me and it just like like I'm soaked head to toe?
Exactly. But it's like when you hit a pool, like when you slap a water
Yeah,
really
yeah,
hard,
yeah,
like
yeah,
that's
yeah.
what it
Ow.
feels like.
But
Yeah.
then it drenched.
But then it drenches you.
Don't attack me,
Um,
I'm defenseless. There's no sport in that.
Yeah.
Uh,
This is
I yell
bad
on the
sport
floor.
activity.
Bad sport
well,
activity.
it's not gonna hit you, so you're fine. It
I
goes
knew-
over you.
I knew he had some good in him.
Unsportsmanlike conduct. Big guy.
Unnecessary roughness.
15-yard penalty.
Unnecessary
It's
roughness.
unsportsmanlike conduct though, because it's unsportsmanlike.
All right. My turn. Is he done?
To like max, right?
It is my turn. I'm gonna make my way behind. Can I fit in this wall behind this machine?
My
I don't
thoughts
know what's
exactly.
Morbid's diet.
It seems like a very broad.
Is there
this
anything
6
else I
feet?
see other than behind him, other than the?
6 foot.
Does he
Is
have
he
a nice
hooked up
butt?
to anything else?
Does his butt have varicose
Is
veins?
he caked up?
So it's, I mean, essentially you see, which you can see most of the machine. It's like down, it's attached to the floor.
His butt
It's
looking
attached
like
to the the machine is attached.
Like
to the
it's a
floor.
platform that's
Like
attached to the floor. It's
raw
not attached to the
sourdough.
wall.
Okay. Yeah. And cool. I'm gonna kick his knees in to make him fall. Like I want to get him down on his knees.
Well, he's strapped all over
He's
the
like
place.
strapped up.
Yeah.
Okay,
Ank-
Never
wrists,
mind.
waist, ankles.
I would know that. What are the? It's metal.
Mm-hmm.
Metal. All right. I'm just gonna keep shooting him. I'm
Okay.
right here, and I'm behind him.
Okay.
I'm just gonna start shooting him.
All right. Sounds good.
That's all I can do.
Maybe we should
no for
talk
the first
to him.
hit. No for the second hit. One more.
Oh no. Oh no.
No, that one hit. Unless you have a minus
Nope.
or anything. Great.
He cannot defend.
Did you say he can't defend like at all?
Well, he's strapped, so
Oh.
he can't move. He's,
15 damage for that
Okay.
hit.
Morbid, as you do this, his scream gets loud, like pierce your ears loud, and then silence. And you all see, like, his face gets calm, and he closes his eyes.
Oh.
He's recharging.
He's recouping.
He closed his eyes.
What did he? Something was gonna happen.
He's
And then
recharging.
it stopped happening.
He's recharging.
Okay.
Pull his pants down, embarrass him. Is he wearing pants?
Yeah, actually. So he's
Pressure!
he's hulking it out right now.
Oh,
So
so
like
he's like-
nothing upper
Okay.
bodies, but
Oh, not like ripping out of his.
yeah.
I thought you were saying like his
No.
muscles.
Doesn't
were
have a shirt on,
protruding.
slacks.
He's wearing stretchy pants.
Yep.
Chancho,
Interesting. Shoes?
fetch me some sweat.
No shoes? Shoes?
No shoes.
No shoes.
Barefoot.
Crazy. Beard?
Yes.
Long hair.
No, it's probably closer to yours, kind of.
I don't know, long hair, I guess.
Not Devin.
Oh! I was trying to picture if he's been
Yeah, I
down
can
here
take
a
one
long
more
time.
step. We stand
More
directly
bald.
behind
If
him,
anything.
Bald.
Yep.
lean
With
up
beard.
against the wall, and I'm just gonna like cover my head and defend.
Okay.
Because I'm like, I don't know what that is!
You're 6 inches
And
away from him.
I'm like, my cover, no, my cover is
hiding
because I'm
directly behind
behind him!
She is covered by his
That
body.
negates all defense.
That's wild.
I take nap. That's my turn. I take nap.
I take a nap. No, that's
But
my
he's not
turn.
dead.
That's my turn.
He's not dead. Okay.
At least you're not sure.
I'm not sure, but
It seems like he's very
Wanna
much
know
the
You
about
opposite
see,
of death.
you see his chest rise and fall.
okay. So he's not dead.
The rise and fall of his chest.
Relatively.
It's
His
Cricket's exhausted.
Huge barrel
Petra's
chest.
turn.
Okay.
This man is a giant.
Yeah.
you were regrouping.
I was, but on the last turn.
Oh.
Now I've got full wherewithal points. So I am. Something about this is just not right. So I want to get closer. So I'm going to move for one. And I want to get closer, and I want to kind of figure out. Yeah, I know.
Stepping up on the platform.
Yes, you did it.
Yes, 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 I am.
No take backsies.
Yes, I am.
I will leave.
Okay.
And he's just kind of chilling right now.
Mm-hmm.
I am gonna use what tools I have to try to unscrew the metal buns.
Okay.
Bun?
Give me a
Are
test-
there screws in it? I don't know.
You don't. Test the logic.
Sure.
buns?
Yeah.
That's That's why I put that meme in
Shoot!
there.
It's fine. That's gonna be a 6.
The bands don't seem to have you don't even see a seam in these things. And there's no, there wouldn't be no screw head, no nothing that's visible.
Nothing that's visible. Okay.
Do you have a sword?
I do have a
Just
sword.
cut his arms off, dude.
Cut his arms off?
Yeah.
Am I really gonna be that person after what I've been through?
Do all
I
harm.
don't know about it. I don't know.
Your predecessor would have no problem stabbing
okay,
this man in the back.
I've seen this done in movies, I'm sure. I am going to...
The movie pictures.
Okay, this sounds awful, but I'm going to do something reckless.
Okay.
I'm going to try to...
Yes!
I'm going to try to break his thumbs and pull his hands out of the bonds. So that way, dislocate his thumbs. So that way I can, get him out.
Okay.
Instead of
Yeah?
disarming, she's
How do I do that? And how much wherewithal am I spending to do this?
How do I do
All
that?
the
We're gonna make this. We're gonna make this a test of bravery.
And you guys aren't
Yeah.
gonna call this
Okay.
torture?
For real. We got a big old lecture when we barely
That's going to be a 9.
tortured
Barely
a guy.
skinned a guy.
Look, I'm just saying, I'm not
Roll.
saying
Barely
Do
started.
me a favor.
I'm currently laying on my back.
Barely
Roll a
started.
d4 and a d20.
Okay, that's not terrifying at all.
And I think, I
I'll
don't
put
know.
myself
think
back.
she's
I just
trying
want to use
help.
my petro dice.
And we weren't.
Okay, how about
That's
a
a good
16?
point. That's fair.
So you hear the pop,
Yeah.
tasty, and you kind of push it through. He's
Got big, meaty hands.
He's just.
He seems upset.
He doesn't react to you doing this.
Okay.
Should we talk to him now?
Hey, are you? What's going on and how did you get here? Sorry for shooting you. Are you awake? And I kind of give him a little slap on
He's
the
still
face.
connected with his feet.
But his hands are free now.
One hand.
One hand.
You
That
broke it.
was only for one hand.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he can't react.
And then you gotta do the
time,
ankles.
I know. I don't know how. I haven't thought this through.
You put your right arm in. You put your right.
And he's not reacting to me slapping him across the face a little bit? No? Oh, gosh.
He seems calm and serene.
Does he seem to know I'm there?
If he does, he's not reacted to it.
Okay.
The man.
Um.
Yeah.
I know people. I don't understand this guy.
I know people.
Oh, gosh. How much wherewithal did I spend to do that first thing, Nate?
Just give him the point.
It's probably going to be 6.
It's got heart.
Okay.
Can't show bias.
I am going to shoot. If I defend, then I would be exhausted. So that doesn't make any sense.
He's in
It's
trouble.
booby trap. Plant some C4 under his butt.
No,
We're going quick. Where do we find C4?
Oh shoot. I am.
Put a pulse grenade.
I don't even know about this.
That doesn't mean anything good.
Okay. I am going
I
to.
apologize to our ASL watching community.
How many hexes did
I
I
mean
move
something
before
bad.
when I moved for the first time?
The
Do you remember?
first time? Just now?
Yeah. Was it only like 3?
2.
2? Okay. I'm going to take my hexes back here. And I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to finish the movement. So I'm not spending anything extra. I'm going to look at more of it and I'm going to go, something's real weird, but I don't know if we should keep shooting him or not. Because, what if he's in a prison of his own mind or something? I don't know. And that will. And then I'm going to.
Marvin's like,
End scene.
I'm going to regroup so I'm not exhausted.
regroup. Sorry, that was loud. It is Rock's turn.
Somebody get this girl a tissue.
Was that your
still
catchphrase?
shooting.
Oh my
A
gosh!
7. I don't care that
You're
you
so
think. I
rock.
don't care that you think this guy is.
Let's go. Let's shoot him. Let's shoot him.
Hit. 8.
So as you fire,
Oh boy.
the air around him and the bullet, or I should say the buckshot from your shotgun.
No, this is a.
Oh, your rifle.
Yeah, this is rifle.
Just smacks against the wall.
Boink.
Huh.
He's doing the thing.
He's
Do it
in,
again.
He's in phase 2.
I do it again.
He's
Did
doing
he
two.
move his free hand when that happened?
3.
No? He's just doing this with his mind?
3 damage.
Okay.
It did hit.
I'm
That
fine.
one actually
It's
just does
fine.
hit him.
It's totally fine.
Oh my gosh, it's Jason Bourne.
What does this dude even look like?
I have to do it again.
He's bald.
Oh, that was
has
almost a
beard,
critical.
Stretchy pants.
20
I'm imagining Master Roshi.
damage.
Okay. Yep, it hits him.
He might be a pilot.
I end my turn. I do
Can you
nothing
reach
else.
the tissues?
The tissues? So I can cry about this guy's death? Is that
Big
what
guy.
this is for? This is not sponsored
his
by
turn?
that tissue
Yeah,
company.
Yeah,
Okay. So, with his eyes closed, he stands there.
Oh, here we go.
His one arm is free. You just see him pop his arm out, and then his feet out of these. They just bend and pull out.
What was I even here for?
And
You helped.
he kneels down just slightly, and his eyes just open just a little bit. And right in front of him is Rock.
Uh-oh.
And he starts to run.
Oh, he's
breaking
free.
and he will run all the way to Rock.
free.
Sorry.
Rock, I need you to give me a test of alacrity, please.
How fast did he run? Like superhuman fast?
It was, it's pretty fast.
It's superhuman fast?
Just like a locomotive,
Like genetically modified fast?
pretty quick.
I mean,
Okay.
I think it's safe to
Oh, no.
assume that
Test
he's
of alacrity.
genetically modified at this
I
point.
messed up my turn.
He is very much GMO.
I was thinking that I only had 8, but I just
He's a
realized
big-
I had
Grass-fed? Not sure
12.
about
Big
that
piece
yet.
of
So I
chicken.
would have defended.
Big piece of
He's
chicken.
grass fed yet, but we'll see.
What am I doing?
Test of alacrity.
No.
Okay,
Big
So,
piece of chicken.
Rock.
5. No.
He will, as he comes towards you, his arms out, and he picks you up.
Hug.
And you can feel like the force of not just his strength, but you feel the air surrounding you, and like you can see and you guys see trailing behind him, coming out of these, which now you realize were in him, because there's like blood trickling down all of these. The elements behind him are kind of like pulled towards him as he runs. So there's like fire and some of these stones just following behind him. And he slams into Rock with the force of a train.
Uh-oh.
Those
wish Yannick was
trains
here.
again.
Helga.
Oh, R.I.P. Helga.
Olga?
Helga. Oh,
Olga.
Olga. Whatever
Yeah,
your
I know.
ex's name was.
Olga.
Ex-girlfriend.
He's covering the dice. That can't be good.
29 entropy.
Armor?
Yeah. Minus your armor, yeah. 1. 28. Is that
Log that
28?
for us.
This is all because of the
And
stinking turn.
Rock, he throws you, essentially knocking you back. You will go back 2 spaces, 2 hexes.
Wow!
And you will land essentially just right in the ground. Yep.
Did you say 29?
What's that?
You said 29?
So 28.
So, and then 28.
Yep. And as you look at him, Rock, as he's there, And he just slowly closes his eyes again.
Oh my gosh.
This guy's a freak.
Okay,
What am I?
go.
Okay, he's done.
He's done.
Okay.
You're my doctor.
I was
You legally have to tell me what my health.
I was Morbid, startled at the speed of the run,
You aren't tracking?
and saw that whole
No.
thing just happen right in front of her, and like starts like, oh, and so she scrambles in her bag, pulls out the vial that she took from the prison, and pulls a syringe of it, and just starts booking it towards the guy.
Come on, Morbid.
6, 7. I can do one. I can do. Hang on.
So you're moving twice.
Remind me what you grabbed.
Lethal injection.
Okay.
Ooh.
Gotcha.
Ha! Love that for us.
And I'll try and
Sounds like
find a nice place in his beefy neck.
Okay. This would be 6. You know how to do this.
Yeah.
Let me test the logic.
Sounds like a Mel Gibson movie.
Sounds like she's done this before.
Lethal injection.
Oh. Have mercy. Have mercy.
You accidentally
Oh my
hit
gosh.
rock.
No. I just barely failed.
You land it in his neck, and the needle.
Yeah.
So I'll stumble back 2 steps.
Are you even a real doctor?
She's the good doctor.
So is that like a normal attack? Wait.
Yep.
Yes. Wait, so I had 7, 8 movement,
And then you moved
and then I moved
1, and then you moved
2
2
back.
back. So it was a total of 3. So you still have 3 in this movement if you need it.
I have 7 total, so I should have.
Oh, you can move 7
Yeah.
spaces? Okay.
I'll start inching around. In that panic moment, I backed up, but then I was like rock, and starts like edging around this guy towards rock. And that's my turn.
Okay. Who's next?
Cricket.
You have 3 IP.
Oh, you
3
are.
WP.
Are you exhausted? Did you lose? Did you already do your
He
last
lost
turn?
his turn.
Yes. I'm still very tired,
He's
though.
good.
This composer gets me every time.
I mean, I'll try to shoot him.
Bang bang.
But,
You only get 1 shot.
Do not miss your chance to
Don't
blow.
throw it away.
Thank you.
This opportunity comes
success.
once in a lifetime.
Oh, I am not throwing away my shot. Every time I do that.
18
Okay.
with the chance to stun.
Okay.
18. That's good.
He's not stunned.
All right.
Womp.
I have to
But he
regroup.
does take the damage. You see it like he doesn't react to you hitting, but you see like the electricity just like run over his entire body. He's just down with his eyes closed.
Petra's regrouping,
Correct.
so it's Rock's turn.
I really hate this guy.
What was that damage you said?
18.
18.
I shoot him again.
Wait, it didn't work last time.
It's a hit. This is back to the shotgun. Can I help you?
Don't worry about her. She's in her own little world over there. She's in
sorry.
her caffeine bubble.
Tommy.
Wait, what?
Her caffeine bubble.
Correct. I thought you said Kathleen. I said, who is that?
I don't know that woman.
Your alter
you're
ego.
being such a Kathleen right now. Sorry to any Kathleen.
Kathleen is my
This is a
caffeinated
one.
alter ego.
Bedtime, Devin, bedtime.
Shay,
Sorry.
Kathleen is my caffeinated alter ego.
Only 8 damage.
Okay.
So I have to shoot him again. My last bullet in my shotgun. That's a hit. There we go. 28 damage on that one.
Nice. Good hit.
What are your specializations? What are your...
I'm alright. I'm cooking.
Okay.
So let me cook. I'm going to defend and regroup.
Okay.
So that will take all my stuff. I got you. I'm alright. I'm way ahead of you.
If I'm near you, do I get anything special?
Not unless I
Okay. Just wondering.
have take one for the team, which is I can take your hit,
Okay.
or I
Don't do that.
No.
Are you sure? That sounds great. I think maybe you should go for it.
Shut up, historian.
I'm getting my other one now. I'm gonna do my
Okay,
other one
okay.
after I regroup.
Okay.
No. Bad historian.
Oh, yeah, I know what that
No.
is. Yeah.
I think I have
You
to.
have to, yeah.
Self-preservation. I'm done, by the way.
Okay.
I'm regrouping
It's big man.
It's big man.
You're regrouping?
and defending.
The big show.
As the needle breaks, eyes closed, turns towards you, Morven. Is open. Runs right for you.
Oh, like a horror film where they just appear in front of you.
Oh, that's
Again? Again?
That's rough.
A
Eddie.
4 again?
Yeah. Did you do the test of alacrity?
Yeah, that is my fifth
Yes.
4 in a row.
Yes! New dice.
Fail.
Retired. They're gone.
The bone dice from
Not the
Misty
bone
Mountain
dice.
Gaming.
The bones have failed.
35 entropy.
My bones.
My bones.
35.
30.
Knock
Five.
back 2 spaces. Move him where you were for me. Yep. Perfect.
Okay. Okay. Good news.
Mods, make
He
a
has
poll.
not made a
Will we
noise
die?
since he has left the here. Like he's not like
He cast silence on
totally
himself.
silent.
He's an Avox.
Strong silence.
I'm like looking at everything I have.
Yeah, just go.
All right, it's my turn.
Girl, you're like trying something new every 2 seconds. You're like, I'm gonna shoot him. He's my friend. I'm gonna break his thumb. He's my friend. Can I pet it?
Is he cute?
Y'all.
Can I pet it? He's my friend.
that down?
Maybe he's somebody's father.
Maybe he's somebody's dead husband.
Does he
So,
look like?
Why did
I
we
would
have
cry.
that? Why did we?
I
Why
would
didn't we have the
actually cry.
Annika
am I
pre-log?
like? Did I fall? Am I fall? Did I
What
fall
does
over
he
Yeah,
on
look
you,
my
like?
butt?
you, yeah. I mean, on
He's
more
bald
like
and has
he
a
grabbed
beard.
you,
He's bald?
like
Threw me down.
Shorter hair.
Okay.
He's wearing pants.
He
Yeah.
has varicose veins.
I'm gonna back up again.
Nice butt.
Ah,
Primo butt.
But
no,
Bye,
no,
y'all.
no.
so like sometimes and Rock, you kind of felt like ultimate like when he grabbed you and threw you, it felt cold, like ice, almost as it hit you.
Not a good
You
hugger.
felt like almost like your skin was on fire, like you could feel the heat that was radiating off of him when he.
Continues to be not a
What
good
did I
hugger.
feel?
I'll get to my feet and I'm gonna stay right here. I'm gonna stay right here. And I'm gonna bandage myself. I'm gonna triage myself. Cause that hurt.
Because she has a
So
boo-boo now.
I probably like dislocated my shoulder when I got thrown into the ground. So I'll just like and I'll pop it back in.
Powerful!
Let's see, what do I roll? Okay, that's pretty good. I'll do that math later, but I'll defend, and that's my turn.
Okay.
And it is, nope, Cricket's regrouping, Patra's turn.
Oh gosh. Back to me, eh? Okay, I'm gonna take a look at this machine thing again. So
I'm wearing armor.
I'm gonna move up here, and I'm gonna stand. I'm gonna stand just off the center, and I want to see like what's directly in the center of this freaking machine.
Give me a test of logic.
Come on.
What are you, a machinist now?
No.
It's one of those water toys we have to press the button and get the rings on.
9.
9. So it looks like the
The
platform
scientists hard
itself
at work.
is first. What would Petra know about these things?
Probably she would know how to fix minor things on a truck, but that's probably about it.
Okay. So this is a pretty complicated. You can look at the bands that he had broken out of, and you can see like each one has like 2 almost needles that were in each one, and they all are attached down to below this base. And they also like some of them like the where these tendrils meet, they also like attach to the base at different spots as well.
Gotcha. And when I saw Cricket cutting the thing, did he successfully cut through it or no?
Mm-mm.
No? Okay. The panels on the floor, are there seams between them? Or is it one big metal, like, smooth block?
It would be like plates of metal. that are
Yeah,
kind of
so I'm gonna go directly for the center one, and I'm gonna take the sword that I randomly have, that I don't know how to use, and I'm going to pry open the metal panel and see what's inside.
Pry the metal panel open. Don't cut his arms off with your sword.
No, he's hot. I don't want to cut his arms off.
This sword.
Yeah.
Are we trained in this?
No.
Okay. Maybe 6 wherewithal to do this.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're at... Love that for me. Yep. What am I rolling? Technique?
Yes.
Good. That's 12 plus 3, which is 15.
Yeah, so you can take some time, pop it off. You can see where some of these things, like underneath, I mean, it's like, you can see parts of the, where the tendrils like go in and they would like come back out. They all kind of, at the central hub, there's like you can see where there would be underneath, almost like kind of like a power source. You don't know where that power source is being powered from, but you can definitely tell that there's like this is some sort of. I'm trying to speak in Petra language here.
Yeah. Yep. It's something.
Yeah.
I cut everything. Start hacking at it with the sword.
I learned from Morva that that's probably not a good idea. I make eye contact with Cricket and I go,
That's
Cricket, there's stuff in here. You should probably try to shut it down. And then I'm going to, I only moved like, how many did I move to get here? I don't remember.
You were there. That's when you started your turn, love.
Okay.
Wait.
No, I was
No,
over
'cause you
here.
moved again.
I don't know if I
were
moved
4.
6. I
You
moved
were
4.
here.
Okay, I'm gonna finish my movement and move here. And then I am going to... I just feel like that every time... And I say to the group, I feel like every time we attack him, he just attacks the person that attacked him.
You're next.
Ah!
Did you attack him?
Not yet! Not yet! Okay.
It would be nice for somebody
So
to
we
alleviate
all
the
attack
pain
him.
a
The
little
other
bit.
2 was our...
If we all attack him at the same time, he'll break himself apart.
I only have 2
Because he'll
wherewithal
try to
left.
charge at all of us
Then
at the
don't.
same time.
So I raise my gun, but I'm gonna regroup.
Hey, you! Over here!
I raise my gun like I'm gonna shoot him, but I'm gonna regroup while I do that. It's a freaking...
Whoa, cussing. He's cussing.
I'm not.
You're regrouping?
In 2 to 3 hours, swing
Or not.
back down, regroup.
I.
I don't know.
You said it.
Yeah, I'm regrouping.
Okay.
It's in my brain.
Rock is regrouping. Big man.
Nuh-uh.
Big man on campus.
Why does the big man not need to regroup?
Yeah, that's
Because
what I
he's
want to
big
know.
man.
My
Trying
question.
to find answers.
Actually, he doesn't really use that much wherewithal per turn, right?
I know, which is frightening.
Why did he just count us?
Like.
What
he's
is that?
doing random-
What is that?
Look at me.
He's doing
What is
random number
that?
generator.
Because you're 2 and he just rolled a 2.
It's fine.
Because he rolls a d4 and it's 1, 2, 3, 4.
I'm
You
scared.
were the last one to attack him.
I
Big
was.
man on
That
campus.
too. But I think the dice had something to do with it.
You defending?
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, hit me. Bring it.
Test of alacrity.
Oh, right.
Force. Oh.
Can't
It still didn't pass.
It was
Oh
one
my
for
gosh, not the covering. No.
When
No.
he covers.
28 entropy.
Oh, okay. Great.
So move him to where you were and move yourself 2 spaces back.
That's crazy.
It's beyond the pain, it's unnerving that he has no reaction to what he's doing.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Sorry, I'm trying to do some math. Okay. I'm good. I'm fine. I'm fine.
Eyes close again.
Okay, that's his turn.
Mm-hmm.
It's my turn. And I'm gonna get up and just run. I have to. 7. Yeah, I'll do that. And I'll regroup.
Okay.
Yeah. That's my turn. It's Cricket's turn. You actually get to do something.
Oh, wow.
Please get him away from me.
So I'm going to run and gun at the same time, shooting as I run this way. So I'm shooting twice.
Twice.
I shoot twice.
Twice.
Okay, the first time, it is a hit, because I use logic, so that is a 9. And then the second time is also a hit. And then
I sure hope that was your iPhone.
it was. And then I do the damage, which is
You do the damage?
The damage.
26 and 23.
Wow.
And now
23
I'm
indeed.
looking at this thing that Petra just pulled apart. What do I see?
There is, yeah, the that central hub, the power, and you know how the space is run. Like from your experience now, they will essentially, cycle power as needed. This thing is essentially, because you guys had seen, turning off power here and there, programming this. But this thing is definitely live, and it's essentially kind of like a transformer. It's taking a lot of power and then it distributes it out, and you can tell where he was it attached to his to his body all over there, and you would assume somehow helping keep him alive.
Do I see a way to turn it off or to unplug it? To disable it?
Give me a test of logic.
Logic.
You can always cut the wire.
That is
Cut the
12.
cord.
It always overheated.
Overheat it.
I have all the lighters. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to come get them.
Collect.
So I used 2, 4, 5. I reload, so that's 8, which means I have 4.
Sorry, I used the wrong term. Surge it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
4 left. I reload my gun and I start firing. I can fire twice
Okay.
into it.
Well, you don't need to roll.
do both.
Just roll entropy.
Because then you'll be exhausted again.
Right. So I do it once. Oh, that's not good.
That's horrible.
That's 8.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna do it again. I'm gonna do it again. And that's 20 more damage.
Give me a test of alacrity.
Nice.
Cricket.
Alacrity.
Alacrity.
He's about to enter his third phase.
I pass. 8.
You see this thing about to.
Wait, he can't do that because
What?
he's passed out.
He's exhausted.
He's
not
exhausted,
passed out.
but he can't do an alacrity check if he's
Oh.
exhausted.
Were you exhausted?
Yeah, he
That
just
should have, but yeah, that was all but all that I had.
Sorry.
I didn't know that checks were
And I'm
part of
regrouping,
that.
so there's
'cause
nothing
think
I can
you're-
do.
I think you're you're disabled. For
Oh right, if that's what it is, that's what it
Well,
is.
I thought it was the gun shooting thing, the attacks. That's what gives you the wherewithal. Did you use? You shot twice.
I did
Yeah.
He
shoot
had 4
twice.
Yeah,
left.
he
He
shoot-
shot
shot
twice.
twice.
Okay.
So
yeah.
then he would be.
Yeah.
I didn't know that applied to like checks like that though, but that's okay.
I mean, it's up to.
We've never done that
Sorian,
before,
I guess.
as far as I can remember. But
I'm just counting as
for
an attack.
flavor, but
No. Sorry, we're
I
saying
would-
we're
talking
saying
about-
that he's doing the. Can he do a test of alacrity if he's exhausted?
Oh.
like if I used all
see.
my wherewithal.
I see. I would say it's going to be an impairment.
Roll
All
again.
right, that works.
You're so gonna get it. You're gonna get
Yeah,
it.
you're gonna get it.
I don't know.
Come on.
I got it. I got it.
Yeah.
All right. So in your exhausted state,
I just roll off.
as this thing kind of blows up, and the
There goes my
all the
hero.
lights, first of all the lights in this room go off. You guys
Nice.
are pitch black now.
Love that for us.
And so now you don't see him, but you don't see each other either. That's all you know.
Just anyone have a torch? Where's my torch?
And now I'm exhausted again.
All right, it is Petra's regrouping. It is Rock's turn,
Shrug it off.
I need to do more cardio.
which
I'm
is
using my specialization, which costs 10 WP, in which I gain back all of my health, all the way to full.
Wow. Okay.
Whoa.
so you're back.
Bringing
You're back
IP
at
to
Powerful.
max.
You're back at 90.
Yep.
Dang, boy, she's
Is not,
thick.
yeah. 90 is my current max, because I think I lost. Yeah. And then I'm just going to. Do nothing.
Okay.
It is Big Man's turn in the dark.
Rock.
Man in the dark.
You hear as he gets to you, you can see that part of his face is like it begins to like the tigresses begin to essentially melt, and he jumps towards you and like all over you.
So he's just gone.
So
He's gone.
He disappeared.
Ew. Yeah.
Yeah. Got him, guys.
I hate that.
Found his weakness.
I think we're gonna go ahead and take a break. Be right back. And we're back. So the room is dark. Rock, you feel some really gross junk all over you.
I got him.
Morvid just collapses to the floor.
I'm already there.
But it's dark.
Welcome to the floor, Morgan.
It's dark, and we have
You're
our
so far away.
masks on.
Just take. I'll sit here. I'll take a few minutes.
Everyone okay?
Can I?
What
can
was
I
that?
help? Hello?
I'm fine.
You want me to like triage?
No.
I'm gonna try to. Yeah,
Thank
when
God.
I regain my breath, I'm gonna try to rewire the thing to turn the lights back on.
Okay, let me test the logic.
Logic. 11.
Yep. Easy enough. You kind of bypass most of this stuff just to find the lights, kind of get the circuit at least back on. The room lights up one more time.
What was that thing?
When the lights come on, you see Morvid like probably like already black and blue, like on the side of the cheek and down like her arm. I don't know.
You should see the other guy.
You guys see Rock is covered in
Oh.
Guy.
guy.
The
Covered in big man.
Sludge.
like the tiger's juice.
Yeah.
Gross.
Is his pants on the floor?
Yes.
Anything in them?
No, I mean they're
No identification.
there's no I mean there's no pockets on them either. They were basically something that would be akin to prisoner pants.
His clothes, he's prisoner pants on.
You want to look around, make sure there's nothing we're missing here?
Yeah.
I'd love to leave.
Where were these being sourced from, referring to the conduits on the ceiling?
Do you think that they were powering him or he was powering them?
I think
That's what I'm
where the
wondering.
source of his... He was getting the elements from them.
But where did the elements come from?
That's the question. This place is bigger than it seems. And there wasn't any, like, paperwork on this. On the tigresses or anything.
Hear me out. I know the answer's gonna be no. But what if we just get Oliver down here
No.
and we
Plug
hook
him
hook him up?
No.
Oh. I
but
don't
then
think
he
that's a
could
good idea.
Explain to us how it feels and what is going on.
Well, I mean, we're done here. It doesn't look like there's anything else left. We got that guy.
What if we plug him into just the air one?
Cricket. From your vantage point, because you were laying down, it's and with the lights back on and the threat of danger, at least seemingly gone, you do note there's a reflection of, you see back in this corner over here is a almost the same kind of like those push double doors.
Right here?
Do you think...
Doors over there.
Oh. Good eye.
Thanks. It's 'cause
Are you going
I'm on the
through?
ground.
Do you think that if these conduits were providing him his air source for his shield, do you think it would be possible, maybe, to reverse them? Pull the air out of here? If we could ventilate the air. Maybe we can...
That's a
Clear
cricket
this place
question.
out.
Do you see any vents that this would be able to reroute? Or is it energy wires?
Do I see that?
Give me a test of instinct.
My instinct says I have no idea.
Okay. Why don't we just keep moving and
Keep
see what we
moving
find?
forward, yeah.
I will triage myself again. I don't really know what to fix, but I'm gonna try.
I'm gonna go for the
Question.
doors.
Okay.
Do we want to do we want to cut any of these wires and take a
No.
sample? Like, crickets, turn them off. I'm just asking.
A sample of what? A wire?
The wire, yeah.
Sorry. I'll wait till you're done talking.
Cricket?
The wires look like
They're
just
Well,
regular
I don't know
wires.
if
Now
they
they're
they
not
look
powered.
more like large
Yeah, they're
metal
like tubes.
tubes.
But like this one's not dirty, and this one, like you can't tell. Yeah.
Because I have a sword.
Maybe when
We want to just whack it.
I'm
Go
pretty
ahead.
sure all that we'll find is the elements that he was using, but you're more than welcome to.
When you and I were over by that middle one, you could hear something inside of it. Then he threw rocks at us.
Yeah. It hurt.
Yeah, I think it was just coming through.
That's water, that's fire, those are air.
Yeah.
That one's earth.
There are. Would I know that there are 3 more air than the rest of them?
Give me a test of instinct.
That's gonna be a 7.
So, and you're closer to these. When you're near the one, like, that he was the ones in the back, like the one that was broken,
Yes, yeah.
it feels like that, like I said, the air feels very thick, closer to what the feeling that you guys have had as you've been walking, like getting down in Vavilon.
So this one's broken,
And the air's thicker.
and the air's thicker there. Do we think that there's a significance to the fact that there's 3 air tube things, and that one's broken? The air feels really weird over there.
Yes.
Okay.
It could be coming from those.
So if we fixed it, would all of the gas issue, whatever this is, be fixed?
Maybe.
Do we want to fix it, or do you think they sent us down here to fix it?
Or we could find the source.
That too.
They?
I don't know. Feels like a weird setup.
He was being powered by this air.
Right.
Dang.
Let's go.
Yeah. Let's get out of this.
Let's get moving.
I go.
You near those doors. There is a sign on these doors.
Another sign.
Real fake doors.
It says Victor Olin.
No. No, it does not.
Yeah. Yep.
Go in.
Yep.
We're going in.
Morgan approaches the door,
Oh,
sees
finally,
that,
someone we
I'm
know.
following more
and
than
then like
yeah, I'm right behind you. I am
starts
right
it.
behind you.
Opening this up, it's a large office. Pretty close, similar to Olin's office at Decravos. Kind of set up the same way. The man just like certain tastes, you know?
he
He's got
has his
certain
thing.
tastes.
Yeah.
There's a table in the center with laid out files and notes. There is an empty fish tank in this space.
Oh my gosh. My
Are there
gosh.
He took his
any
fish with him.
knickknacks?
Are there any pens around?
Anything you
I'm looking
need?
around. I'm
I
looking
pick
around.
up a pen and I sit in his chair. I'm like, hey guys, check this out.
Oh. No, stop that. Stop that right
Well,
now.
give me a test of instinct.
Seemingly unique to this office.
Failed.
You just feel a little bit off. I don't like that. That doesn't feel.
Thank you.
Any knickknacks?
You will shoot.
We're ruffling around. I'm looking
You
around.
will
for
shoot
knickknacks.
your friend.
I'm taking everything.
For a
Yeah.
knickknack
I'm looking at all the papers.
Okay.
would be only here.
You're gonna have to give me when you say knickknack.
So like I'm looking for something on a shelf, like something he has like displayed that is from Vavilon. Whether it's like
A snow
some
globe.
test tubes, just something random.
It's a snow globe with the guy.
Yeah.
You find a journal.
Yeah. That'll do. While you guys are doing that, I'd be like flipping through the journal.
It's his journal about everything.
I think I found what we're looking for here.
Does it say how to fix the air?
Well, it says top secret. Maybe. Let me see if I can find anything about this room.
Dear diary.
So as you read this, you would know Edivarian. Do you read Adelian? It's not written.
Is Edivarian and Adelian not the same?
They're
No.
basically
Yeah.
the same.
This is
Yes.
I just didn't know if you read that or if you only read Obaka.
No, I think we learned Edivarian. when
Okay.
we learned.
Okay. So, this is the gist of what you find. First of all, I like that music thing. That was great.
It was totally planned.
Yeah,
We are all here for the atmosphere.
I'm great at putting those vibes out. Yeah.
So, this research that he had been working on was off of a Dr. Bellagrassi's findings. And so they developed it from there. He talks about the tax of the troops that were taken from Ilona. And the tax was the Adelian solution, but Falstadt did their best to come out on top with it. So they researched into family lines, and they made sure that the recruits they took from Ilona had Istalanian blood, or at least a little bit of it, whether they knew it or not. So essentially by kicking the problem down the line, Adelia/Oswin gave Falstadt plenty of fodder for research.
They agreed to give people as part of the peace treaty.
That was part of the peace treaty.
Who did?
Oswin.
He gave that was the tax,
King Oswin.
which is why Ilona's
Oz.
why Yannick was in the
Yeah.
army.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why I was so mad at him.
Who?
Oswin.
Yeah. Dude's not a good guy.
This is making
That's
sense.
crazy.
So he gave people as part of a peace treaty. Okay.
Bellagrassi had in the past gone public, and he had taken all of the research to Adelia, but Falstadt quickly outpaced anything that he had. Through their research in Istalan specifically, they experimented with one of Bellagrassi's hypothesis, which was the reason why gatherers can gather. And they experimented with the Jubilee flower, which is a flower that only grows around Istalan, and using its concentrated nectar as well as, and they were testing its effects on Istalanian blood.
It's a Jubilee flower.
As you read the next sentence, you're not sure who this is, Rock, I don't think. But it all started, this experiment, when they recovered Ryland Petrogard to the king from Ravensguard, his body. There's a
He was the
picture.
first.
There's a picture. And it was the man that just
Oh.
That's upsetting.
That's so sad.
Ryland who?
Ryland.
Tchaikovsky. I remember how his name.
Tchaikovsky, yeah.
It's not spelled like Tchaikovsky, like the Russian one. It's the Polish version.
I spaced out for a second.
I'll have to
It's
see.
the
It's one
complicated.
of the Petrogard from
Nate's World
forever ago
version.
that we just got like a little
Yeah.
like dink
The king's old Petrogard that all
He was the
died or disappeared.
he was the
in
only one that was
Ravensguard.
unaccounted for. That you guys had essentially met all the other ones, but not him.
The dude that exploded.
So they
Got it.
retrieved him, and they kickstarted the program with the dedicated focus using his unique physiology, because he at the time could only manipulate air. So they microdosed it
That's why.
with nectar
Yeah.
from the Jubilee flower in an airborne form. And over time, he gained affinity to the other elements. And after the years and years of cell manipulation, his psyche was like damaged. The notes about the things that you guys had read and seen from the other people that were experimented on, the hallucinations, all that kind of stuff. That was just his brain at this point. And just constant agonizing pain. Like they would just keep him alive, essentially.
For 30 years.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Olin's note, he details the field test a little bit, but he doesn't know who had the intel about the location of the Adelian soldiers. He thought that was curious. His last entry, December 26th, 613 AC. After much deliberation, I will be giving Grigori my answer. The construction of Katesh has already begun. The naming convention is humorous, to say the least. But new beginnings and all that. If I am to choose a side, it would seem that the emerging powers are far more ambitious. I was promised a sizable research lab. He best fulfill his promises. I do have limits to my patience.
Is there a date on like that section of the journal?
Yes, that was December 26th, 613 AC.
You said destruction of Katesh.
Construction of Katesh. Kitezh.
Kitezh.
I was one letter away.
Kitezh.
I did SH.
Are you telling them?
Yeah. I'd be reading that.
Years ago.
No.
Ovaknians. Give me test of instincts.
Yes, sir.
Okay. 8.
Yeah.
Sorry, viewers.
You're an Ovaknian.
I'm blowing my nose.
So,
Allergies.
Katesh. It's a term. It's folklore. Ovaknian folklore. Basically, Ovaknian Atlantis. That was on some unknown lake. But that's just the folklore about it, essentially, you know.
But
A
he
sunken
said-
city, a mystery city.
In some
Right.
lake somewhere. And none of us know what lake that is rumored
It's
to
a
be.
fairy tale.
Right.
It's folklore.
But he said that it was like ironic that they named it that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Naming convention is humorous,
Yeah.
but new beginnings and all that.
Big takeaway. Kachowski.
Katesh.
No, not
No?
Katesh.
Oh.
Tchaikovsky.
Tchaikovsky.
Close enough.
Well, at least we put him out of his misery. The Jubilee flower. Do I, like... Is that... He showed me what was in the serum. Is that in the serum? Or was it disguised as a scientific
Yeah.
formula?
Essentially, all you saw was formulas.
Numbers and
You wouldn't have known where it came from specifically.
Okay. Okay.
You never heard of Bella Grassi?
Give me,
I probably have.
yeah, give me a test of logic.
I actually passed that one. I did the math too slow.
You were so angry.
She was
mad.
so mad for no reason.
So Bella Grassi was a Falstat scientist. And the years, this was during the First War, it was a big uproar when he had come to Adelia to
The first war. No, I'm kidding.
to share all of his findings, everything that had the research essentially that he was forced to do for Volstagg. And it was all on Istalanians and their makeup. And it created quite a stink because the Istalanian community in Destershad was pretty upset with him, and also they felt like their people was now just exposed to everybody. So they tried to shut down essentially try to bury the research.
Not a friendly household name in Adelia. People didn't like his research, but
I gathered that.
gathered.
I'm just taking it all in. It's so much.
So you think that formula is what's floating around in the air down here?
Yeah, probably the Jubilee nectar. Maybe it is that we patched up that pipe. See if it starts to clear out.
Well, it still has a source from somewhere, so...
At least for now, maybe it'll make it a little bit easier to breathe in here.
Yeah.
It has to run out eventually. You can't have an infinite amount of it.
Unless it's recycled. Or unless it's actively sourcing it from somewhere.
But doesn't it come from the flower, physical matter? You can't just create that.
That's what I'm saying. It's just being recycled, the air, over and over again.
It doesn't dissipate at all?
It's been here
You're a
for
scientist.
how many years?
So you're saying if I take off my mask, I become a gatherer?
That's exactly
With
what
damage
I'm
to
saying.
your psyche.
No, because he won't be trapped here.
Anfim,
What?
please don't do
I
it.
wasn't going to do anything.
All
Hand
right.
on the gas mask.
I was just fixing it.
We already know you have gathering abilities.
Okay, you don't need to
Remember our
lie to
grandpa
me.
was together? Ah! Rylan,
So what about this
I know
this
it's in my
Katesh
blood, I
place?
just don't want to lock it.
Katesh.
Yeah.
What was the context of that phrase again? The construction of Katesh.
The construction of
almost
Katesh has already begun.
already begun.
The naming convention
Kind
is
of like
humorous.
an underground folklore city in the middle of the lake somewhere.
Yeah, but I think he might be using it. It's like
They just-
Vavilon.
right, they just named it
It's
that.
like a name. But what if Vavilon was the air-focused place and Katesh is the water-focused
Maybe there are
place?
4.
Are you saying?
No, we have to find that
Putting it in
place.
the water, making the frogs gay.
All I'm saying is Katesh, he said it's humorous. Katesh is a very water-based, not a real place, but it's very water-based in the tale. Why would it be humorous unless it had something to do with water?
It could be humorous if it's actually the fire one.
That's a good point.
Just to
But why
disguise
would
it
they
a bit
name it
more.
Katesh?
To throw you off the scent, maybe?
What was Vavilon? Because that was folklore as well.
Mm-hmm.
that
what was
was,
that?
I know this. Hold on. What does it mean? I wrote it down somewhere.
Down too.
I certainly didn't. Looking for any secret compartments in his desk. Based on if it's a similar build to his
I'm sorry.
desk at Vavilon, the desk.
Yes.
If it is it similar to the one at
Mhm.
Decavos?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Hidden compartments.
Give me test of persistence. Marvin?
Okay. Please. Gosh. Did Helena get something from a secret compartment in the desk?
You came in. Your back was turned.
Oh, you're right.
You don't know.
That's a pass. Big pass.
You open a drawer, Morbid. This desk is all empty. There's nothing inside of this desk. except for pendant. Specifically, the pendant of Istalon.
Pendant of Istalon. What does that look like?
So, I need to find. Give me a moment.
Oh, yeah. Wait, is it our logo?
No.
Okay.
No.
That's an Adelian Medal of Honor, right?
Yeah, it pays homage to the Istalon.
Right.
This one, it's essentially 4 triangles that all meet. So it's like an X, 4 triangles, and they're different colors.
Triforce.
So,
Yeah, Triforce.
and give me a moment. I gotta find where this was at.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Apuna Elysium, I thought was the folklore.
Horse.
Yeah. What can we get a refresher on Vavilon, because I have where we found out about it, but I didn't write down what the folklore was.
That one is taken. That's taken from more of the Hadras region, and it's just brought into like it's the Ovaknian way of saying Babylon itself, essentially.
Babylon. Okay.
Yeah, it's just the Ovaknian way of saying it. So, center of knowledge,
Yeah.
center of human understanding.
How similar is Katesh to like the actual Atlantis, like in the folklore?
In the folklore, I mean,
the actual Atlantis, it's like
right.
the peak of intelligence torn by war.
Yeah, Katesh is a bit more mythological, but it's the same kind of thing of like there would have been lost knowledge when it sank.
It doesn't make sense to me. I guess it's the humor. That's the part that's catching me. Because the meaning of Vavilon, it makes sense for this. I guess we just have to try to figure out about Katesh. More
Unless
information
Katesh-
on Katesh. It's either humorous because it's the water place, or it's humorous because it's about lost knowledge, and it's obviously not lost knowledge. It's like a lot of knowledge going to one place.
What would Dr. Olin find funny?
Not.
Other people's pain.
Yes. What would Dr. Olin find funny? What's his sense of humor?
He laughed when he shot.
There's
our
not a
friend in the
test I
head.
can give you to figure that out, Norman.
She's gonna try anyway.
I fail anyway. Doesn't matter. Another 4.
Is this the end of like
End
the
of the
tunnels
line.
down here?
That way.
No other room.
I'm checking for secret doors. What do I roll?
Whatever you want.
Give me test of persistence.
Any info on me, Papa?
Double sexes! -1. 11.
A perfect roll
-1.
for no doors.
Got it.
You were persistent.
Yeah.
You did it.
Did I find anything while I was
Nothing
looking for
about
that?
hops.
Bro,
Nothing about me, Papa.
they are Coriolanus Snow, Lucy Gray. There's no mention of him, but he lives in Olin's Head rent-free. He refuses to mention him out of spite.
We have a lot of information here.
A lot of information. I'm gonna drop Belgrassi on him the next time that we talk to just be like,
Just one breath.
hey, we know stuff.
I'm
You wanna do this?
I'm microdosing.
You are?
Yeah,
Never mind.
Oh my gosh.
just one breath.
Give me a
Just one.
test of persistence.
I got a lot of friends that can get me out.
Oh my gosh.
That is a 10.
Okay.
So it took him 30 years to get to that point.
Yeah, I know. I don't want to be at that point.
Okay.
That's... If you approach it that way, maybe say I mentioned it. would make sense for me to know his name, not you.
I want him to know that we're here. It's helpful for the cause. You have to hear me out.
He probably already does know we're here to be fair.
So, honesty with him when
Cricket, you have a little heartburn.
when he knows that we're here,
I need some water.
but he doesn't know that we know that he knows. That makes sense. It would go a long way if I'm going to continue this act.
You're acting.
Your chest feels tight.
You think I want to be a part of the true fall stat? I want to be a part of the true fall stat, not that fall stat. I just think it would go a long way for him to know that we are still allegiant to him. It gets him nothing. There's no information here he doesn't have.
When he asks why we came down here, what would you say?
You feel a little lightheaded.
He sent us to get Oliver. This is where we found him.
I'm gonna make my way back.
Are you good?
And why we continue down that
Wait,
tunnel?
wait.
Morbid
Cricket, are
curiosity.
you okay?
I'm fine.
Cricket, Petra,
What?
there were no orders to come here.
Yeah, no orders.
What?
That's why when you said they, I was like, wait, what?
I told that to Nalia
Oh.
to...
Wait, so
She
why are we
might-
here? Who sent us then? Nobody? We just are here because we
We
want to
had
be?
this information from Joe Noonan.
I take the journal,
Right.
the Olin's journal.
Okay.
Information.
Okay.
I want that back. No, that's mine. I found this.
Sorry, I'm a little freaked out.
It's for the greater good.
Okay.
Subsides.
I think I'm fine now.
What?
You didn't look so good for a second.
Sorry, the adults were talking.
You
Oh,
kind of
you-
like swayed
I was
back
having,
and forth
I was
for a
having a
second.
moment.
Are you okay, Cricket?
Yeah, I breathed some of the air.
What?
I breathed some of the air. I'm trying to get powers. Sorry, I'm gotta keep a straight face.
Why would you do that?
Because it's in my blood.
It's not natural.
I mean, our grandpa was a drinker. Maybe you should try that.
Let's get out of here.
Okay. Are we fixing that pipe or are we just...
Why?
Yes, let's fix it.
Why? No one's ever gonna come back down here.
Well, just in case.
Just in case.
Whatever. I'm gonna go rally the troops.
We also
Why
got
you guys
that,
do that?
person that we can ask questions.
Can you help him do that? You can hold on your shoulders or something.
Is this an order?
Yes.
Let's go!
Okay, don't get mad at me. I'm not as tall
Shut
as
up.
you. Okay. Scalpel.
That's not going to close.
10mm
pipe.
wrench.
Joking.
You're gonna have to weld this thing if you want it to not.
Alright,
I
we're
found-
not bringing the
found-
welder down.
I found
a
some
welder.
jerk tape.
I found a welder.
Dirk.
Dirt tape?
Flex seal.
Yeah, this puppy's gonna need some welding if we're gonna get this
Oh,
done.
can we just leave this? This is preposterous.
Fine. Let's go. I'm sorry I lied.
To you.
I'm not sure whose side Nalia is on.
When side?
Yeah, neither do I.
Where side?
Yeah, maybe you should. Never mind.
We're all a little tense
Go
right now.
outside. We could all use some fresh air.
True. We're talking through these masks. I can barely understand you guys.
So you guys make your way out, trekking back up all of the hallways. Much quieter. No sounds of Tigris growls. Eventually arriving up and out.
Turning turn all the light switches off in the control room. Turn all the power off on the way out.
Okay.
Conserve electricity.
She's saving money for false.
You guys find the door of the main, the main entrance as you come out of research and development. The main entrance there is open, and you see Nalia and Oliver standing kind of a little bit like in that kind of courtyard, and they're both looking down as you come out, and as you walk out, you see that this guy that you guys had brought out has already, the cell's already degenerated. Nalia turns and looks at you, and she beelines. She pulls her gun out, points it at you, and says, "What is in this?" And Oliver steps in, using righteous courage. That's one of his specializations.
Ooh.
But she grabs him
Whoa.
and throws him against the wall.
Whoa.
Like, just, and you hear the break of the shoulder, like, you know, like,
Oh,
he's smart enough to tuck his head, but just against the wall.
Ouch.
And she's got her gun out at you. What did Olin give me?
Hey.
I walk up towards her, and I put my face right in front of the gun.
Can we not do this right now?
Shut up, Rock.
I have the answer. And so does she.
That's why we were here to find out. What he gave you was Jubilee flower nectar.
You helped him.
Not with this. I helped him with everything else, but not with this. I'm trying to stop him, Nalia.
She begins to pace, and she's like at the point where you can tell it's the same sort of situation where she was down with, and she's walking around, and like if she's like pacing. She doesn't shove you against the wall like she did Oliver, but like you're in her way, and she kind of just knocks you out, and you kind of stumble, like you can feel, and that was just a little bit of a push.
I make eye contact with Petra, and I nod over to Oliver, and I follow her.
She's just pacing in circles around here.
We all pace in
It
circles.
seems
I just
your doses are way more refined.
This is it. This is what's going to happen. This is the end.
No.
This man was hooked up.
This place is an extreme. This is where they got all the tweaks out.
He's been here for 6 months.
The guy downstairs was here for 30 years.
In an aerosol form. You were given it through IV.
But maybe that means we should get out of here and stop breathing it in.
We're outside, right?
No, we're in
We're
the room.
The room we're
We're
still
in the room with the
gotcha.
vault door. Isn't that where we left them?
Yeah.
Petra,
Yeah.
are you over with Oliver?
Yeah. I'm checking on him.
He says, "Hey, back me up, all right? It'll help."
Yeah. What do you need?
He just puts his good arm around it. His left arm is the one that's slammed against the wall. He puts his right arm. Nadia. She looks at him. What are you afraid of, really? She just kind of stops. Petra, Oliver says to you,
Yeah.
"You're not afraid to die, right?"
No.
"Me neither. What are you afraid of, Nalia?" "Why aren't you afraid to die, Petra?"
Because I know where I'm going.
"Same. What are you afraid of, Nalia?" She paces faster. Kind of strange, huh? Isn't it? When you thought your one purpose seems different?
You guys know what happens.
He's talking through gritted teeth, so you know he's trying to be kind, but it doesn't really sound that way.
Yeah, I just kind of like squeeze his arm, like to kind of like get him to breathe and slow down.
I really sorry it happened to you. Seemed like a good thing.
Oliver got it too.
Seemed like a good thing. Do you not remember your entire life?
Are you talking to
Nalia.
Nalia? That was Oliver that
Right.
seemed like a good thing.
But that's I'm going off
okay.
what he said.
Yeah.
You suffered your entire life. You're now 3 times a normal woman.
Who doesn't know how long she has, Brock?
We all signed up for the army.
Seems to have been going
Well, conscripted.
well enough.
What we found,
If you were truly another test subject, I don't think that you'd be out of the lab. You'd be locked up like these two were. Whatever you have is in its far into its trial period. If nothing's happened to you yet,
Nothing happened. The Tigresses, they died because we killed them. This man, he was already on his way out, and he was in there for 6 months, at least.
We also killed him. We shot him a lot.
No, the man on the ground.
Oh, the
But-
man on the ground. Yeah, sorry.
Yes, we did kill the man in there, and the same thing happened, but you're alive, Nalia.
and maybe this is good, maybe this is bad, but I care about you, so I want you to know. A lot of people have had the same thing that you had, and they all died way before. Something about you reacted positively. I'd say the only thing Olin's trying to do is figure out what about you made it work.
Back home we called it the it factor.
It is the it factor. I know it's not comforting to say that everybody else who took this died, but I think it is comforting in a way.
what happens if you do, though, Nalia?
She melts like that guy.
So you
It
don't have an
all
open
goes
casket
black.
funeral. That's okay. You don't need an open casket funeral. A lot of people get cremated, you know?
We don't have to get existential down here. Nobody knows what happens when we die.
You can
alright?
spread your juices wherever you want us to.
I hate
No.
that.
You can spritz it on things. You
I'm
know, put it
covered
in a
in
bottle.
the guy's juices right now.
Maybe just answer one question at a time then, Nalia. Figure out what you're going to do with your time now.
Are
You were dying from cancer before, right?
No,
No?
she wasn't.
I forget.
Fibromyalgia.
Multiple sclerosis.
There was
Yeah.
something, right?
Something that affected everything.
Richard had cancer.
Maybe-
Nalia,
Sorry.
are you part of the true Falstad?
Like that's any reason to live.
Stop.
I have to do whatever I can to stay alive.
I understand that.
Especially now. Her eyes are just focused on the remains of this soldier.
I want to stop Olin from doing this to anyone else. And if you're with him, you can shoot me right now. 'Cause I'm not afraid of death. I'm afraid that what I do is meaningless. If not, then join us. Maybe, I can can figure out more about what this is. And I can stop whatever has happened to you so far. But right now, you're here, you're standing, you're living, and you're not in a pile of goo on the ground. Make your choice.
Whatever the anomaly is that you are, you're the one good thing in an ocean of bad things that Owen has done. Trust me, I've tried to see the positive side of him. Said that he's just doing it for the country. Said that he's just trying to do what's best for the Falstaff citizens. And it just looks like he's hungry for more, no matter what, and he doesn't care who suffers. So if Falstaff is to live, then he has to die. And that's something that I'll die for, because I will die for Falstaff.
She doesn't say anything, but she just drops her gun and just walks back towards where you guys have parked the troop transport.
Let's all go.
That was a lot.
Outside.
Oliver whispers to you, she might not have enough. She doesn't have a lot of time.
You don't think so?
I come over.
How much time do you think she has?
Enough to know the truth.
Okay. Yeah.
Let me take a look at that. Outside first. As soon as we get outside, if that's where we're all going.
Mm-hmm.
I'll grab Nalia's gun on the way out.
I'll
Okay.
tie up his shoulder. I'm sorry. Don't do that again.
Do what again?
Step in front of a gun for me.
You might not be afraid to die, but I'm afraid of you dying.
That makes both of us. And I for you.
Morven, I know where I'm headed.
I do too.
He kind of just starts to pace away.
Is this something that she has to have administered?
When was Nalia's last injection?
Would have been before you guys left.
Like right before.
Mm-hmm.
So it's been continuing.
Mhm.
How frequently was she getting them?
How frequently was she getting them?
Well, you know that she was away for at least 2 or 3 weeks with Leviathan Battalion.
Okay, so she can at least go that long,
So you think
hopefully.
Did Owen tell you anything about?
I told you everything I know. At least the things you'd understand.
So the only thing he said to you was to keep an eye out for.
He wants to know what made her different, why she survived,
Abnormalities.
and there was. He wants you to take it too.
Not abnormalities. Degradation. He wants me to. For what?
Really, you have to ask that question?
I think I'm already pretty. I don't want to give him something that he can take away. But I'll take it.
No.
Why not?
Your heart.
That has nothing to do with the heart.
It doesn't pump normally. It wouldn't even make it through your system.
We'll make it pump faster.
No.
What do you thought? It's a machine. It can be oiled. This can work.
Don't take it.
And what if he says I have to?
Just
Religious exemption?
delay it as long as possible. We can't just go in there and kill Olin.
Do you have a stethoscope?
Yes.
Nadia, come here. What's normal? 100 beats per minute, right?
Normal resting.
Heart rate, yeah,
active
resting.
For a woman her age. Miss
A woman
Nalia.
her age.
This is Nalia,
Yeah,
right? 76.
Well, she's stressed right now, so.
What about a stressed woman?
90.
You count. It's probably up in the 110 range currently.
Seems reasonable to me.
Nalia, where are you from? Where are you from?
Checks notes.
I have it.
You should have it.
What she told you.
Nalia tells you where she is from.
Boy, these notes, where are these at? This would have been a while ago.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hit.
That's too far. I saw Helena shoots Morbid Helena gets away.
I need a tissue, please.
Oh, yes, sir.
Allergies
Bless you. Oh, bless.
No,
Oh.
I don't have it in here. At least that I can find.
Where are you?
Where are you?
I'm so sorry.
Warehouse does not smell like a gas fire. That's not it.
Why does that matter right now?
Didn't
Says Nalia.
Didn't somebody digitize their notes? Is that Seth?
It was me. I know
Dang.
where you said it in the prologue. I know which prologue it was. It was the finale of season 1.
Oh,
It's not in there for me. Where did I put this at?
we'll find it somewhere.
Give me a second.
Yeah.
After they're done, I want to talk to Oliver.
Uh,
Just so you know, historian.
okay. I know it's. She had told you.
Somewhere in the mountains, maybe? That's what I have.
No.
No.
That was where you rescued her.
No, I have it waylaid. I have
Where
that
in the world
finale.
is this? I'm so annoyed now.
Anyway.
Anyway,
Trivia question.
get me that
Where's
answer
Nalia from?
later.
South. I think it was in Southwest Ilona.
Southwest Ilona.
So technically Zolt,
Yeah.
but
Notwithstanding the MS, have you ever been sick? Like really sick?
all the time.
With a disease that's not your condition,
Oh.
but like an illness that went around?
I mean, as everyone else becomes ill, flu, fever, cold, and what are you asking me?
Trying to get answers. If I'm going to help you, I need as much information as I can.
What's your theory?
My theory is your sickness, the MS, it's an autoimmune disorder.
Okay.
It's your body attacking itself.
Okay.
So when introduced to a serum, an outside intruder that your body would normally fight, like it did with everyone else, to the point of killing them. It rewired your antibodies to not fight you, but to make you better.
You got osmosis Jones'd.
You're not Istalanian.
I mean, I don't know.
Maybe.
Uncles, cousins, anybody in your family you gather.
I'm from Vavilon that everybody is Istalanian somehow.
Okay.
Right. It might have been it. I don't know. It's just a theory.
Okay.
But that would mean Oliver.
What?
Oliver, you didn't know of any chronic illness?
He's ginger.
Anything in your family?
A cricket said. Ginger.
I'm serious.
I honestly have no idea.
Grandparents? Your parents? Your aunts and uncles?
I didn't really pay attention, Morbid. I'm sorry.
Who's Istalanian in your family?
Mom's side.
Okay. I don't know. If it...
I think it's probably the MS. It makes the most sense. Her body was weakened to the point where she could accept the virus where everybody else...
I can't do it anymore, by the way.
You can't gather?
No.
You never gathered in the first place, not until he gave you the serum.
Right.
Most likely gave it to you,
But I can't do it anymore.
because you
Right.
haven't had the
Ran
serum.
out.
But he looks down at the body. We're changed.
Either you didn't have it long enough, or the same thing happened. But instead of your antibodies changing, your Istalanian DNA did. Sounds crazy.
Omen was asking you to look for degradation. It means he's expecting it to happen and it's not. That means he's probably been expecting it to happen.
Probably.
But it hasn't happened.
How are you feeling,
Who are you asking?
Nali?
Embarrassed.
Don't be. I'm sorry I lied to you.
I'm sorry I pointed the gun at you.
I forgive you.
You knew I would forgive you too. Sorry, I'm not here.
You are.
I am here. Yeah, that's what I think that they were talking about.
What do you...
Oliver and Petra, in a roundabout way, talking about Yanua. You know, the whole reason that Yannick got shot.
And the whole reason then all of you guys are gonna get shot,
And the whole reason that all of us are here on this planet.
says you.
Ring.
To their credit, it's a much better reason to live than Falstaff.
Why?
Because look around you, bro. Brother?
Because instead of finding something to die
Brother,
for, you
brother?
find something to live
Look at
for
what
instead.
Falstaff has done.
What Falstaff is done? You think Falstaff is its government?
What does this have to do with the government? Like, what are you talking about?
Look, you said look at what they've done.
We
Who's they?
just went through a factory where they literally brought people to liquefaction because of testing they wanted to do.
Okay, so a dozen scientists, they encapsulate the entirety of Falstaff.
Yeah, for the greater good.
Okay, what about every single town filled with people doing their jobs? That's Falstaff to me.
Okay, then. I mean, I'm sure that's fine.
Were you not listening when I said that that's not the Falstaff I want to be a part of and we need to take Olin down?
I understand that. But obviously, it has its issues.
Yeah.
Right. And just forgetting about it is going to solve those issues.
Who said forget about it?
You!
When did I say forget about
You
it?
want
I'm
to
gonna
run away from it.
Oh, yeah.
Not fix it.
Well, because I'm going to fight it. I'm not going to stay with it.
So you're going to fight me?
I never said forget it.
You want to fight me?
How are you
yeah.
going?
If you want to stay with Falstaff, I'm going to fight you.
I don't think that you have the
Where'd you guys get the idea that I wanted to forget about it?
clue.
You took Oliver and you
Yeah,
ran from us.
from you guys, because you're freaking monsters. You see what you've done, Falstaff? Not you directly, but as long as you're with them, that's what you're a part of.
Can you not
I don't
separate
care
the two
how,
in
how
your brain?
Sorry, Jordan. I don't care how sneaky
it's fine.
you're trying to be. Yeah, you can be a snake then. You know, be your sly little selves.
For one moment.
Every single moment that you are helping Falstaff, you are furthering this process, and I'm not going to be part of it
Are
anymore.
we helping Falstaff right now? Are we helping Olin right now?
Yeah.
No. We came here on our own.
Because you ran away to find me.
No.
Exactly.
So what are you going to do? Go fight for Adelia?
Well, first of all, I'm going to start by figuring things out. How to be safe, far away from Falstaff.
Cricket. Oliver speaks up. I know you're upset.
Yeah, I'm upset.
Okay. I'll come with you. If I feel like maybe we get rid of Omen and then we can get out of here.
Listen, men have been fighting wars ever since man existed. Okay? No one has ever changed anything by just killing their brother across boundaries. Change comes from within.
I want to be fighting for the right side.
Change comes from within. Make it the right side.
Okay, yeah,
Fighting for the
hear
right
you.
side. How about making this side not bad?
You guys are so twisted. It is so twisted.
Who's the problem?
Oh my gosh, I can't.
Who's the problem?
Who's the problem? Right now, I think it's Falstaff. Which I know you're gonna say it's
Falstaff's
Olin.
not a
but
who.
guess who?
You can't say Falstaff. Who are you talking about? Every single person in the country? Are you talking about the government? Are you talking about the military? Who are you talking about?
The
when you
government,
say Falstaff?
the government, the military, everyone who's behind these things.
The government.
Cricket.
Look, you chop off Olin, guess what? More people are gonna come to take his place. It's
Yeah.
just one person.
Exactly.
The whole
Better
government is
people.
supporting him.
Cricket. Your mom lives in Skull.
Yes, I know.
Can
And
I-
guess
can
what
I-
happened there?
Can I finish? I hate to say this.
My mom was in front of a firing squad.
Yeah.
What? You were there? Do you not care?
Please.
Everybody only ever does evil.
Look, I understand. You don't even need to keep...
I-
I understand what they're saying. I just can't be a part of it anymore. I
don't-
can't go
we
back.
don't-
I can't be sly.
don't
Yeah,
have to
kill
be.
Olin, sure. But I can't, for one more day, be in the same place being under the same people that let happen what happened.
Well, I'm going to make a choice. And my choice, and it's up to you whether you want to do it, because you should have your own choice. But my choice is, I need to figure out if what happened to these guys is going to happen to me. So I need answers from Olin, and then I want to make sure he doesn't do it to anyone else. And then, after I've made that choice, my next choice is to go home.
Which is his right.
That's fair.
And you want to talk about Scald? She was in front of a firing squad. Who was the firing squad? Do you even remember? You don't.
It was the Edavarians.
It was the Edavarians. And then who stopped the Edavarians and made sure that they were never going to bother our town or anybody else's town ever again? Little group of people
the people you
associated
just
with
called monsters.
Falstaff. Ooh, yeah. That's a brutal one right there.
Hey.
If you want to leave, fine. But don't take a moral high ground of helping Oliver, because Oliver, I can't believe I'm saying this, he's got the greater good in mind. He's doing what's right, and then he's going to go home. He's not running. He's going to finish the job.
I pull the puzzle out of my bag. I couldn't do this. There are things that I cannot do that you can. I know that you don't want to spend another second following orders under Falstad. But I really need your help, because you can solve this puzzle.
It's just a cube. You just turn it.
I was being metaphorical.
It's a simple
The
algorithm.
puzzle of how to save Oliver and Nalia and to get rid of Olin. Do you understand the metaphor? I hate that I used a metaphor, but I did. Do you understand it?
Sure.
I need your brain. And I would really like your support. Because I think, even though you don't understand it, take it from me. If you run away from something and you try to attack it at another angle, it doesn't get you anywhere.
How do you think you problem solve? If you keep ramming your head into the same wall over and over again, you're not going to get
not
anywhere.
What I'm doing anymore. I'm changing my tactics, but I'm doing it.
That means you're approaching it from
There
another
is
angle.
a difference between
Hey,
blindly
give me a
following
second.
orders and
Give me a second.
being in rebellion.
I'm just saying, I'm not running away completely. I'm not trying to start over completely.
And it's not like I was running away from
I'm
my problems.
taking the position that I have, the power, the little bit I have left.
What do you think I was doing?
You were throwing that all away.
Listen,
He
both
was
of you
protecting me.
both of you have a position of power.
Exactly, which is why we're going to use it.
I get that. But who doesn't? Me. I can't keep
You're more
blindly
useful to us than you are them.
Okay, well then maybe I don't know. I just don't get it. I don't get it.
Do you think you can help us? Or do you want to go?
Help you with what? Kill somebody else?
No. Because I don't want that to happen either.
He doesn't necessarily have to die. We can approach it politically. We can approach it psychologically. I have ideas, but I need all the hands I can get. And Olin wants you back. He wants to work with you. And that could be your in.
You have to think. If you leave, you have no idea how far the rabbit hole goes. If I get into this true Falstaff, I will have the name of every single person that needs to go.
I understand. I'm sorry that I don't like the way that you're doing things. I understand that you are doing what you think is best, but I think it's slimy and gross.
To lie to Olin?
Yeah, to lie to anybody.
You think Olin deserves honesty?
I think that every human deserves honesty.
There was a woman in the scriptures. She lied to her government, and she saved all of the Estelanians. But she lied because she had to.
Was that in the first part?
That's in the part.
I was reading the back part. I didn't read the first part yet.
In the histories of the Estelanians.
I know that, but in the second part, he said to listen to the government. But to follow those that are...
War changes everything.
It's very confusing.
I agree.
There's a difference between respecting and obeying lawful orders and blindly following.
All I was saying is that, please don't quote the scripture to prove your point.
Oh.
When you're not a believer.
Sure.
Because that seems slimy as well. Just saying.
Proves a point, though.
How come you can use it then?
When did I use it to prove my point?
You're calling us slimy because of it.
Well, I stand by that I think it's slimy.
You, Petra.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I'm tired.
And you're hearing about this treason.
Yeah.
Something tells me it won't bother her.
What do you want to do?
I want to do what's right.
What do you think is right?
I don't know.
Do you think lying to Olin is right?
I don't know anything anymore, okay?
Come on, guys. What are we doing here?
What if the Almighty gives away?
Away for what?
God will make a way.
What if that's what he gave me?
I understand what you're saying, Rock. Just... The woman wasn't commended for lying. The Almighty used whatever he can in a situation. What if he gives away? I'm not saying lying.
Do you see a way?
Do we ever?
I don't know. Yeah.
I see a way.
Sometimes.
Clear as day to me.
You can believe that's the way that the Almighty is giving you or not. And if something else falls into our laps, then it's a miracle.
Choose to believe whatever you want, Morgan.
I'm sorry, I said the word slimy. That seemed to affect you.
Are you coming back with us or not?
I mean, honestly, at this point, Vavilon was the only thing that I had to go on, and obviously, it's just a gas pit. So I don't know what my next move would be otherwise.
Okay. Well, while you figure out your next move, you can come with us, but you have to maintain control. If you want to go off the rails, do not take any of us with you.
You might be in a little bit of trouble. But Olin has pull, and he wants to work with you. So the way to get out of that trouble, shot on side, is to work with him until we can figure it out, until we can execute a plan. Same goes for you. You're a traitor now.
Fair enough.
Welcome.
Nalia?
Believed in something they didn't like.
Guilty by association.
Sure.
Wow.
Okay.
So you're really calling Petra a traitor?
We're all
Oliver-
traitors.
Oliver looks to both of you and says,
How are you a traitor?
Sir, ma'am, permission to speak with Cricket and Petra privately?
At ease.
Traitor because he came after us?
Because I'm plotting to kill my superior officer.
Oh, gotcha.
Permission granted.
He looks to both of you and walks to the other end of the open space. They're totally lost. And I'm not saying this in the sense of... They're scared, terrified. They have no idea what they're doing. But I think I can say to both of you, we need to make sure they don't do something that they're going to regret.
We can try, but we can't be responsible for their choices.
No, that's not what I'm saying. But they can choose to follow one of two masters, and we can show them what it means to follow one.
I'm tired, Oliver. I just don't know how much longer I can do this. I want to go home.
He takes his good arm, puts it around you.
I'm not talking about your verbal. I just want to go home.
Yeah.
But I can't because it's better for us to stay. I don't even know what it means anymore. It seems so clear in the beginning, and then I get in the middle of it, and it all just feels really confusing. I'm just really tired.
Hey. I need you, okay?
I think we need each other. It's not good, guys. I'll try if you do, though.
The fact that the three of us are standing here having a conversation means that they'll let us rely on each other.
It's nice to not be alone anymore.
Cricket, I know you love rock.
No. I love more of it too.
Me too.
I will say that if there's anyone on this earth that I'd put my faith in, it would be those two. As hard as it is to do it their way, I do think that they know what they're doing.
Can I offer a different thought to that? As flattering as that is, and I definitely trust them, you know how we need each other? We'll still fail each other. Everybody on Teraband fails each other. But that doesn't mean you don't have to love them. That's what you knew us for. Ever since our I just had a lot of time to think, I guess, when we were driving over. I'm tired too. And I'd rather have a good focus. And right now it's those two.
Right.
So I'll help him. More than just...
Help him kill Olin?
No. Help him, show him a different way. Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe. The Almighty will give us a different path.
Third way. I like finding third ways.
Well, I guess I gotta go face them and tell them that I was wrong.
You're not wrong. Don't lie to him.
Well, I don't think what I did was 100% the right choice.
So admit that.
I hate admitting stuff like that to Rock. He's the worst.
He nods to you, and he turns around and walks towards Rock. Hey, Rock. I want to say I'm sorry for being hot-headed and getting in your way.
If that was hot-headed, then you've got it under control.
I just meant, since we met, I apologize.
Oh.
I didn't have respect for you as I should have as my commanding officer, and I'm sorry.
That's very nice of you. I have come to respect you at ease.
He looks back at you.
Sorry I ran away.
I already forgave you for that, remember?
Yeah, but this time I mean it.
I forgive you again. Is that not your way, huh?
And I am trusting you.
I know you don't like my way, but sometimes I just need you to not see it as my way and just see it as a way. Because I think every time something's my idea, you're immediately not on board.
Well, I mean, you have had a lot of bad ideas.
This is not one of them. We're going to be in a tough situation at some point, and you're just going to have to trust me. And I need to know that you're going to have my back.
I have your back.
I would save you out of anybody here. And I expect you to do the same.
Right. Hug.
Yes.
Salute.
What did they say? Blood is thicker than water.
Oh, the water of the womb is thicker than the blood of the covenant, so not exactly the
I
right.
don't know what that means.
I think it's saying that the friends are closer than relatives.
No. I'm saying the other way.
I'm sorry. I sometimes don't think through things. And I miss a lot of the details. And you are very good at the details. And one detail that I missed is that you do care. And I'm sorry I didn't see that.
the end of the puzzle.
I already solved it.
Keep it. I forgive you.
Thanks. I'll teach you how to do it if you want me to.
I'd like that.
Let's get out of here first, though.
As you guys climb into the troop transport, you begin the long drive back to Declavos. And that is where we're going to end tonight's session. Thank you so much for joining us. Love this one. And, let's see. Devin, what'd you close?
Mipakan, welcome to the table.
We'll see you next time. How can it be that as I roam, thy mercy follows me? Ne'er do I walk without thy grace, thy light abundant be. For great a sinner as am I, cannot thy will obey. But thou didst strike thy only Son, and made for me a way. In times of strife, when sorrows meet, and evil wins the day, I gaze upon thy heavenly seat, and darkness rolls away. Where can I go but to thy hand? It shields me in the fight. For all the days I walk this land, thou art my song at night. And when this heart shall beat its last, no more this air to breathe, thy call